In a western village, there lived a couple of witches living happily together with their daughter, Wanda. It was thought that the secret of their identity would be hidden forever. But from the east, the fierce demons suddenly came to riot. Seeing the urgent situation, Wanda's family was forced to use magic in front of the people. However, in order to protect everyone, Wanda's parents willingly accepted to use all their strength, trying to block the strongest magic attack from the Demon King's magic stone. When the demons dispersed and retreated, Wanda's parents also fell. Wanda rushed to use her healing powers to save her parents, but she realized that the magic wouldn't work this time. Wanda, don't blame yourself. No matter how strong your healing magic is, it can't undo the Demon King's strongest spell. So...
We may not be able to survive, but I hope you will always smile and do good deeds without asking for anything in return.
After giving their last words to Wanda, her parents passed away. Wanda suffered, and suddenly she spread a strange power around the village. Seeing that the demons were gone, the people also flocked to Wanda to chase her away.
It's all because your family is a witch, so you attracted those demons to invade our village. That's right, go away!
Because her body was still weak after the battle, and no one would listen to her, Wanda accepted to leave. After a year, Wanda lived far away from the villagers and suffered a bad reputation, but she always silently helped them. However, as Wanda was happily helping people, she suddenly heard a noise behind her. As it turned out, it was a friend of the knights Wanda had just saved, named Vic. Returning a few hours ago, while his friends were dehydrated from fatigue, he was looking for a source of water and accidentally ran into Wanda on his return.
Sorry, but are you a witch?
Oh no, he saw me saving them. If I let him know that I live by, the people will know and chase me away. I have to hide first. Thinking about it, Wanda rushed to escape, but Vic also quickly chased after her. Of course, Vic's speed still couldn't match Wanda's, so he was gradually left behind and accidentally fell into a bottomless swamp.
Oh no! Help me!
Hearing the cry for help, Wanda couldn't leave them, so she went back to save the poor people.
Please do not go. I just want to thank you for your noble deeds. And I don't think you are the evil witch, Wanda.
How do you know I'm Wanda?
Because when I came back to the village to visit my hometown, I heard a story about an evil Wanda witch's family living near the forest that attracted demons a year ago, but they were chased away. But please don't be sad. In front of us right now, you're a really very kind girl and always ready to help people. So I'm sure you're not as bad as people say.
Wanda saw that Vic was not a bad person, and he even enthusiastically started a conversation with her. Wanda was sad and told Vic the whole incident that year. After hearing, Vic offered to help Wanda return to the village to clear things up. But what if people don't want to hear me and accept me?
I'll help you. Moreover, you are very kind and benevolent. Surely people will soon understand and accept you.
But I still feel insecure inside.
What's wrong? You don't believe I'll help you? If I lie, you can punish me with magic at any time.
Well then, I'll try to bet on going back to the village this time with you. When they returned and explained everything to their knight friends, Wanda and Vic decided to return to the village with them. At first, the villagers who saw Vic and the knights welcomed them with great joy, especially the village chief, Vic's father. However, when Vic told them that Wanda was a good witch and that her family had helped everyone a lot, they all denied it.
Vic, you have been enchanted by her. How can a witch be kind and bring good things?
But...
Everyone, let's chase her away!
Not believing Vic and Wanda's explanation, the village chief and the villagers began to chase her away. But an incident happened when the fire in the hand of a villager accidentally burned a nearby house. This caused the roof of that house to almost fall over a child. But thanks to Wanda's agility and magic, the child was safe. Not only that, Wanda also healed the child's wound right in front of everyone. That made the people very surprised, confused, and rethink about Wanda.
Father and the people have seen that. Wanda is always ready to help people, despite being shunned by everyone. I ask everyone to give Wanda a chance to prove herself.
Finally, being moved by the hearts of Vic and Wanda, the people also agreed. Since then, with Vic's help, Wanda had always tried to use magic to save the people. Gradually, Wanda gained the trust of everyone and grew feelings more and more with Vic.
Hello, darling. I have this flower for you.
Thank you very much. However, the joy didn't last long as the Demon King rose again after recovering his stone's powers with the goal this time to destroy Wanda and the villagers. Seeing the Demon King and demons coming to destroy the village, Wanda and Vic teamed up to fight them. However, no matter how much Wanda tried to fight, her strength was still limited and she couldn't confront the Demon King directly. So in the end, she was defeated. In order not to want anyone to support Wanda anymore, the Demon King pushed Vic away. However, Vic realized that the stone in front of the Demon King's chest was the source of all his magic. Before letting the Demon King defeat Wanda, Vic tried to control him.
You idiot! Get off me! Otherwise I will not spare your life.
Even so, I won't give up and let you hurt my lover. Besides, I will personally eliminate you to save everyone.
Saying that, Vic removed the stone of the Demon King's chest from his body, causing a great power to be released and detonated. Seeing Vic injured, Wanda rushed to him to heal the wound. But again, because the dark magic from the Demon King's stone was so strong, Wanda still couldn't save Vic, just like she couldn't save her parents before.
Wanda, don't cry. I always want to see your happy smile in the morning. To be with you hand in hand to help people, and to greet my darling every day. Maybe those words are impossible now, but I still wish you to live happily with the people you love.
No, Vic. We will say hello every day, help everyone, and live happily until the end of this life, as long as you stay with me.
Wanda, I'm sorry.
After burying Vic, Wanda was always in a sad mood despite being encouraged and helped by the people. And this time, when Wanda's distressed mood reached its peak, she inadvertently released a strange source of power throughout the village again. A light suddenly shone in Wanda's direction, and a familiar voice rang out.
Hello, darling!
Have you ever felt melancholy because you had to live the life of a supporting character? Always standing in the shadow of others' brilliance.
Hurry up, Bloom! Can't you even scatter flowers properly? Bloom, come down here!
Ordinary looks, poor talents, and an unremarkable background. Only when making a mistake might one be noticed, but that's about it. That girl was Bloom, just an ordinary person. Whether Bloom was present or not, no one seemed to notice. When given some responsibility, Bloom was always the last choice.
Again? Why are you always so slow, Bloom?
You see, it's because of me that we almost got penalized again.
As it turned out, because she had saved a little rabbit, despite the danger, Bloom arrived late and was scolded by the leader.
Even my parents think I'm a troublemaker. I just want to be a kind person. Why is it so hard?
And so, even after recovering from her illness, the little rabbit remained and became Bloom's pet Kiko. However, on a stormy, rainy night, Kiko suddenly disappeared. What happened? Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to find out. Despite the dangerous storm, Bloom rushed everywhere to find her little rabbit. Upon awakening, Bloom was startled to find 4 different versions of herself around her.
Who are you? Can't you see? I'm radiating such dazzling brilliance. I'm Sunbloom, the fairy who controls the power of light. Come on, Sun, don't frighten Bloom. I'm Flora Bloom, the fairy who controls nature. Are you feeling better now? I'm Musical Bloom, the fairy of music. Welcome to the group. Ice, hey. She's not much of a talker. Ice controls the coolest power of ice!
Through the explanation from trustworthy Flora, Bloom learned that they were connected through various parallel worlds. There were other Blooms, connections of Bloom. And in essence, everything similar in the remaining parallel worlds. The difference lay in the central subject's attributes and personality. They were Bloom, yet not quite herself. Bloom was excited about the story the girls told.
I never thought I would become such fantastic and exceptional versions. Everything serves the purpose of uniting the 5 elemental powers to fight the Terminator. Wait, she hasn't transformed yet. What?
Unlike the other versions, Bloom was just a regular girl. Her elemental power, her strengths, she didn't know any of it. Before the girls could console her, the danger alert system blared loudly. So, unprepared as she was, Bloom was still pulled into her first mission. Different personalities aside, when the battle began, the girls were united and coordinated effectively. They swiftly defeated most of the dark creatures. Only Bloom felt superfluous, clumsy and unable to contribute. She also wanted to help her friends, to prove she wasn't worthless. While the other fairies fought, Bloom ran tirelessly, unafraid of danger, to assist the creatures. It was then that she unintentionally locked eyes with a small demon, capable of stealing souls. In an instant, Bloom lost her rationality and no longer acted like herself. Upon waking from the illusion, Bloom found herself in a dire situation.
What's going on? Still asking? You did something good but don't remember?
At that time, the demon had used Bloom's soul to undermine the efforts of the remaining fairies. Flora even risked her safety to awaken Bloom. Though a mere accident, it ignited a flame of discord among the girls. Bloom returned to the base and withdrew herself from others. Despite the fairies' efforts to advise her, Bloom refused to join them.
That's enough. It's up to the leader now.
The leader informed them that all parallel worlds followed the same story. In that story, the magical fairies would lose their families and then grow strong together to fight the Terminator lurking behind it all.
So is it because Bloom's family hasn't suffered a tragedy that her firepower hasn't ignited?
Exactly. Without her suffering, she wouldn't attain the highest firepower. I will personally enact Plan B.
But doing so will only make her resent the organization.
Don't worry. I will seize the opportunity to merge all the powers, not giving Bloom a chance to do anything. Watch over her carefully. Wait for my signal. The leader and his creatures were to destroy Bloom's world to align with the plot. Want to rebel, do you?
We can't agree with you. If we commit deeds as wicked as the Terminators in the name of protecting the common world, how are we different from him?
Against the fairies' resistance, the leader didn't falter. He immediately imprisoned them all.
Do you all think I need you? Ha ha ha!
The leader had planned that if the common storyline unfolded and Bloom obediently joined the group, he could manipulate them to take over the world, all under the facade of benevolence. With things in such chaos, he had to reveal his hand and openly seize all their powers. The wicked leader never anticipated that, in the critical moment, a brave, fiery, mythical beast would appear.
Kiko?
It was another version of Kiko, Bloom's pet. More surprisingly, he was also the son of the dragon god, the leader's creature. When he went missing before, it was Bloom who saved his lost magic. Through Bloom's kindness and bravery, she prevented her world from falling into disaster.
Defy me, huh? Fine. Don't blame me for punishing you all.
While the fire dragon resisted the leader, defending his family, the fairies fought with all their might to combine their powers, even without their magic bracelets.
Bloom, we need you! No, I can't. I'm powerless. Last time I caused too much trouble. Stop being self-doubt. Bloom, you do have power, and it might be the strongest of all. It's kindness and courage. People often overlook it, thinking it's ordinary. But when faced with evil or hardship, everyone will stand up to help. All our worlds feature the same story of meeting a magical creature, yet no one dares to help. Alright, you're the hero, totally worthy of being the fairy of fire magic.
With those words of encouragement, Bloom gained the confidence to accept the support of the fiery mythical beast, activating her energy. Together, they created a magical flower, defeating the leader. From then on, the group of 5 magical fairies became close friends, continuing their mission to protect the common world, no matter the disparity in their abilities or personalities.
Today's story concludes. Thank you for your support. Each view is a tremendous encouragement for us to create more interesting new stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, share with WOA Fairy Tales your emotions after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
When it rains, that's when the rainbowed fairies appear. They are ready to help those in need to overcome negative issues in life. They always inspire, motivate people towards their goals, and strive harder. Every time they complete a mission, the rainbow fairies will have enough energy to create beautiful rainbows. Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow their story. People believe that a rainbow symbolizes hope, success, and luck in the future. So, the job of rainbow fairies is extremely important. The most important fairies are Blossom, Bubble, and Buttercup.
Power Girls team, assemble!
The girl is Blossom, the leader of the team.
It keeps raining like this, it's so boring.
And here is Buttercup. She's tough and the strongest fighter on the team.
Hey guys, wait for me!
Finally, there's Bubble. Bubble is just Bubble. Compared to her talented friends, she feels somewhat insecure, clumsy, and a bit of a scatterbrain. So, she's considered the youngest. She often feels like she's not as good as her friends, and she constantly tries to improve herself. What she fears the most is criticism from others, whether it's feeling unworthy or thinking that Buttercup and Blossom would be better off without her. She has put in a lot of effort to establish her position in the group. To avoid being seen as superfluous, however, it's still very difficult.
That poor old lady! You're too sensitive. It's not good for the job.
Things take a turn for the worse at the party celebrating successful rainbow creations. Blossom and Buttercup both had handsome guys inviting them to dance, but Bubble didn't. Bubble withdrew into self-doubt and humiliation. Why doesn't anybody notice her? Why can't she be like them?
Hey, are you okay?
Bubble didn't want any sympathy. And so, Bubble carried the first seed of very negative hatred with her. The more she felt negatively, the deeper she fell. She didn't want to do anything, despite her friends' efforts to comfort her. At the same time, a storm was brewing in the mortal world.
Powerpuff Girls team, you know what to do. Create a powerful rainbow to dispel this storm.
The first task was to help a girl confess her feelings to her crush. The girl felt insecure because she feared her humble background would be unacceptable to the young man.
Encourage her, Blossom. I'll handle those thunder fairies. You're beautiful in your own way. Believe in yourself.
There's nothing to cry about. Love is all fake anyway.
Hey, Bubble!
They returned to the Rainbow Kingdom, deeply disappointed after their first failure. The storm grew stronger, and they didn't have enough fairy dust to create a rainbow.
It's okay, Bubble. Take a rest. I'll talk to you later. But seriously, I'm really disappointed in you. I'm just good at messing up the team.
When she calmed down, Bubble went to apologize to her friends. But what she saw broke her heart even more.
Bubble has become too negative. She doesn't deserve to stay in the Powerpuff Girls team. Let me join you.
Did they really want to replace her? With a heavy heart, Bubble wandered through the forest.
Oh, is this the realm of the Thunder Fairies?
Thunder Fairies are the biggest enemies of the Rainbow Fairies. They seek negative emotions to create destructive thunderstorms. Bubble had been bullied by them many times.
Whoa! Don't hit me!
Calm down, little girl. There must be a reason to bring you here. I can see strong negative energy in you.
The Thunder Fairies made Bubble recall old memories, how she had to try to keep up with Blossom and Buttercup. Now they were making her face her biggest fear, the feeling of being abandoned.
If they don't need me, then I don't need them!
Bubble decided to join the Thunder Fairies. But Bubble didn't know that her friends were searching for her everywhere. With no time to wait, they temporarily accepted another fairy into the team to replace Bubble. Blossom and Buttercup struggled without Bubble. Despite her clumsiness, Bubble was the one who brought laughter to everyone. It seemed no one could replace her. After a long time, they finally gathered enough energy to create a bright rainbow. But their efforts were quickly disrupted.
What rainbow? It's so irritating.
Bubble, what happened to you? Stop talking! From now on, I have a new family! We'll defeat all of you Rainbow Fairies!
Thunder Fairies began to play wicked tricks. Even Blossom and Buttercup were powerless against their destruction.
Without rainbows, there's no hope and no optimism. Everyone will live in negativity. What are you waiting for, Bubble? Destroy the ones who made you suffer.
Why would you want to replace me? I tried so hard! You're insane. We never intended that.
Bubble's hesitation infuriated the Thunder Fairy leader. To confirm the truth, he extracted the memories of her two friends. But the memories weren't what she expected.
Maybe we should give Bubble more time to rest. Or should we find someone new temporarily?
Looking at the friendship bracelet between them, Blossom felt overwhelming emotions.
Without Bubble, there's no Powerpuff Girls. What she needs is understanding. I won't give up.
Each of them has different personalities and uniqueness. Bubble shouldn't try to change or chase after anyone just to fit in. Realizing the genuine feelings of her friends, Bubble broke free from the darkness.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Don't think you can escape me!
No! Bubble!
Don't go, Blossom. Don't leave me.
The suffering had given Bubble additional strength. She was determined to defeat him.
Yeah!
At this moment, she realized she needed to do what she was best at. That was purifying all negativity. If she could do it with humans, why not with these Thunder Fairies?
Come on, Buttercup. Let's fight together.
They drained the negative energy from the Thunder Fairies and transformed it into fairy dust. the negativity was completely eradicated, driven away from this place. In an instant, the Rainbow Land regained its beautiful colors as it once had. Bubble and Buttercup flew everywhere, spreading fairy dust and creating a dazzling rainbow. The people once again immersed themselves in hope and happiness.
I love you, Blossom!
When you have enough love, trust and hope, real magic happens.
Hey, what you crying for?
Blossom had been granted the rejuvenating power of the rainbow, thanks to the true friendship among the rainbow fairies. Bubble realized that true friends would always accept her, flaws and all, and would understand her. She didn't need to change or try to chase after anyone. True friends will always be there for you, no matter what.
Blue, come here and take this honey.
It's annoying. Why can't you be yielding?
There's no brother who yields up to his sister.
So you haven't known it. Let me tell you a story.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful and prosperous kingdom named Albert, which was ruled by King Gary and Queen Lily. They had 2 children, a son named Albert and a younger sister named Anne. Together, they lived a really happy life.
Oh, Blue Fairy. Oh, Yellow Fairy. The princess is sleeping. Just come and see. Oh, Yellow Fairy. Oh, Blue Fairy. Her brother's sleeping. Just come and see.
The prince and princess always smiled while hearing that. They were all happy together. Until one day the queen was seriously ill, then passed away, leaving her children orphaned. The king remarried soon after. The stepmother was really beautiful, but she was also cruel. She practiced forbidden magic to harm the king, making him weaker and weaker day by day, and finally, he also passed away. Moreover, to take the throne for herself, she even used magic to turn Prince Albert into a monster with a lion's body and a bird's head. She also intended to attack Albert. Seeing all of the bad things she had done, Anne stepped out to protect her brother.
You cruel woman! I won't let you harm my brother! Well, your brotherhood is so touching.
Seeing how the prince and the princess protected each other, she came up with an idea to harm both of them. She staged a crime scene, brought the king to place near the monster and the princess.
Oh my god! The prince practiced forbidden magic and turned into a monster! He harmed the king, and the princess was his partner!
After seeing that, people immediately believed her. They chased the prince away and neglected the princess. The prince was so frightened that he flew far away, leaving his younger sister Anne to live alone in the palace with the cruel stepmother. Princess Anne knew all the truth, but at that time she was all alone. Even if she tried to explain, no one would believe her. So she had to keep silent and suffered all of these things. The cruel queen made her work hard every day like a servant. Anne had to stand it all alone. Until one day she heard a conversation between 2 servants.
Hey, you know what? There is a scary monster with lion's body and bird's head who is watching that mountain far away. No one dare to cross the mountain. It's so ferocious. Remember to tell your family members not to come near. It's really dangerous. Oh my god, how scary it is. I will tell my family to stay away from that area. Thank you so much. The monster with lion's body and bird's head? Isn't that my brother? How lucky! He's still alive! I have to go find him!
Suddenly, she remembered the magic wand of the queen. She came up with a plan. Waiting for her to go out, Anne snuck into her room to swap the wand. Then she secretly got out of the palace to find her brother. The journey to find her brother was really difficult, because the guards of the queen were all around.
It's not good. If I go down the main road and the guards recognize me, my plan will be ruined. I have to find another way.
That's why Anne had to take the shortcut. She crossed a forest full of poisonous insects. They bit her, making her body swollen. Her body was racked with pains, but she cared nothing about it, just stepped by. After crossing the forest, she reached a frozen river with ice spikes located on the river. Being so frightened, but when she thought about her brother, Anne forgot all the danger to cross that river. The ice spikes pierced her foot, making them bleed, but it couldn't weaken her resolve to find her brother. After crossing the frozen river, she finally reached the mountain where her brother was living. She disregarded the dangers to climb up the high cliffs. Reaching the top of the mountain, she heard the heavy breathing of the monster. She immediately ran into the cave.
Brother! Albert! It's me, Anne! Huh? Finally, I can find you!
But it seemed that he had been turned into a monster for so long, he couldn't recognize anything. He thought that she was just like other people who had come there to harm him. He rushed there to attack her. Disregarding the dangers, she hugged him so tight.
Oh, Blue Fairy! Oh, Yellow Fairy! Princess is sleeping! Just come and see! Oh, Yellow Fairy! Oh, Blue Fairy! Her brother's sleeping! Just come and see!
After hearing this poem, Albert was immediately awakened. He stopped the attack and looked at his sister clearly. My dear Anne, let me see you clearer. How you've grown. I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I'm so cowardly.
Brother, I will never blame you. On the way getting out of the palace, I swapped the magic wand of the queen. I think it might help you return to human, but I don't know how to use it.
Give it to me. During the time we have practiced some magic, I can use that wand. Hearing that, Anne immediately gave it to Albert. He used the wand and turned himself into a human again. After breaking the magic of the queen, they held each other's hand and together went back to the kingdom. He gallantly stepped into the palace and met the queen. Now it's time for you to tell the truth about my father's death. You are the one who harmed him. We all know that. Don't try to deny it.
Yes, I did it, but who will believe you? They all believe in me, a good queen who exposed your evil plan of harming your own father. I could send your father to hell. Then I can do this to you. And now two of you want to give me your life, right?
Right at the time, the queen laughed satisfyingly. All the people just came in from nowhere. They angrily looked at her.
You cruel! We won't let you harm our prince and princess.
Yes, we will protect them at all costs. It turned out that while Albert was questioning the queen, Anne secretly called the people to go into the palace. They stood outside and heard the queen confess all the cruel things she had done. They were really angry. Knowing that all the secrets had been revealed, the queen angrily used the magic wand to attack the two siblings, but she was not able to use it.
Damn it! You did something with my wand, did you? Yes, I'm the one who swapped the wand. My brother is now holding the real one. Just surrender, then we will spare your life. Ha 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 ha! You think that without the wand, I will lose to you? Let's see!
Then she controlled the magic flash to attack Anne and Albert. Seeing that, people rushed there to protect their prince and princess. Her power injured some people. Albert was so angry that he used his wand to fight, being weaker. The queen immediately ran away, but she was blocked by the citizens. Taking the chance, Albert dealt a severe blow to the queen, making her collapse. After defeating the queen, Albert and Anne together took the throne and ruled the kingdom. They lived together in peace and prosperity forever after. Once upon a time, when the demon queen's dark force covered the earth, 7 colored flowers appeared. They bloomed all year round, and the sweet fragrance spread everywhere. The more flowers bloomed, the more diminished Demon Queen's power was. This magical flower was considered by the people as an amulet to fight the forces of darkness. That flower was created from the hair of the Rainbow Goddess. Every day when she combed her hair, the hair that fell out would fly down to the world. The Rainbow Goddess was one of the most beloved goddesses. She had a beautiful, gentle appearance with brilliant seven-colored hair, and especially she was known for her kindness and helping people. Thanks to her, the crops were bountiful, and the farmers had a prosperous and happy life. Referring to her, people mentioned a verse, "When rainbow blooms above our head, good things are about to come."
Oh my God! Thank God for giving us such a wonderful goddess!
The power of the Rainbow Goddess was a great threat to the Demon Queen. She tried everything to destroy it.
My son, for the future of thousands of demons, go and get the hair of the Rainbow Goddess.
Yes, Mom, I will complete the task. Henry led the most elite army of demons to the Rainbow Palace. However, the demon army, using the power of darkness, couldn't come close, because the rainbow aura that protected the goddess was too strong. I've got a way. The Demon Queen's son decided to hide the power of darkness and intentionally hurt himself so that the goddess of the rainbow could take care of him and help him. Hearing a loud noise, the goddess of the rainbow rushed out.
The wound is so bad. Please stay here until the wound heals.
The rainbow goddess took great care of Henry. Staying at the Rainbow Palace for a long time, the son of the Demon Queen was touched by the gentleness and kindness of the goddess from time to time. Love moved him, made him love, and supported even the good things she did. Seeing Henry's sincerity, the goddess also fell in love with him. Witnessing that scene, the Demon Queen was extremely angry. She urged him many times through the demon army, but Henry still hesitated.
Stupid boy! He dares to disobey me just because of a girl?
Impatiently, the Demon Queen took advantage of the goddess's absence from the palace, disguised herself, and concealed her strength to convince Henry.
Muffs! Tell Henry that I'll wait for him here!
Henry had no choice but to meet his mother.
Henry, I didn't come to urge you to do wrong. I know you and the goddess love each other. I sincerely congratulate you. Hope you two are happy. I'm sorry that...
What's the matter?
By chance, I heard from the goddess of light herself saying that the seven-colored hair is gradually draining the power of the rainbow goddess. The longer they were, the shorter her lifespan. What a pity for such an almighty, beautiful goddess.
Really? But she's still very happy, healthy?
Because she always sacrificed for everyone. The goddess doesn't want anyone to know and worry about her. Despite the racial difference, I really like this daughter-in-law. Your love has convinced me. However, it's not just me. You need to convince the demons too. When she returned to the Shadow Palace, her seven-colored hair was too bright. It would be dangerous to the demons. You know that, right, Henry? In addition to love, we have a lot of things in this world to take care of. You are the lover of the Rainbow Goddess. But in the future, you are also the Demon King.
I really don't know what to do anymore. Couldn't there be a way to balance both positions?
Of course! It's no need to bring back the hair as planned anymore. You just have to cut it down. I haven't told you, cutting off her hair will not affect the goddess at all. she will still live a very happy and healthy life.
Henry, in the face of the interests of the whole kingdom and his own interests, he was too worried about the goddess, so he decided to do as his mother said. One day, when he was combing the goddess's hair, Henry cut off her hair with a dark dagger. The goddess's hair and the hairs that had fallen down instantly turned murky black. The goddess slowly faded away and fell into an eternal slumber. No matter what he did, the person he loved could not wake up. Henry had only one way to kneel in front of the Temple of Light, begging the godmother of the Rainbow Goddess to show him how to wake her up. He accepted to pay any price.
Go back. Goddess of Light does not want to see you because the Rainbow Goddess earnestly loves you. It is already good to spare your life.
Dear Fairy, please convey my word to the Goddess of Light. I know that my sins cannot be excused, but please show me how to help her regain consciousness. I accept to pay any price, including this evil life.
Well spoken. So what if I said exchange your life for the Rainbow Goddess to wake up right now?
Please do it. I decided not to refuse.
You seem to be really sincere. The love of demons and gods. Do you think that stupid girl doesn't know?
I own her.
Go down to Earth to collect the most brilliant colors, like in the previous hair of the goddess into the jar. If you get stuck, open the bag.
I will definitely complete the task as soon as possible.
The first place that Henry went to when he came to Earth was the ripe wheat field. The farmers here were busy harvesting rice. Upon hearing the story, they immediately gave the most grain-laden rice plants to contribute to the golden color of the magic jar. After that, Henry received the help of other people on the earth. Purple from the garland given by village girls. Green from the rare four-leaf clover that woodcutters found in the forest. Bright red in the apple garden. Or the cool blue color of the village's clean stream. It's late afternoon, and the farmer, after a day of hard work, gathered around the warm fire. They blessed together under the brilliant fire and hoped the Rainbow Goddess to wake up soon.
I really thank you so much. I know it's all hard work to get such a good crop, so why did you give them to me without hesitation? Why trust me?
The Rainbow Goddess has always helped us a lot. In the past, thanks to her hair, we could have peace, such a bountiful harvest. What we do now are nothing compared to that great merit.
Yes, that's not enough. Even if we must sacrifice everything, we are willing.
Thanks, everyone.
The colors are almost enough. Only indigo. We can't find it.
Henry put his hand on his left chest, thinking. Night fell, and the Demon Queen and the Demon Soldiers came. The Queen was so angry because Henry dared to find a way to wake the goddess up. The darkness gradually swallowed the flickering fire.
Why did I give birth to a useless son like you? Are you going against me? Against your own people?
I'm not against you. I'm just against what's wrong. I can be whatever. Demons, gods, or humans. I don't want to do bad things anymore.
A demon that wants a kind heart. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard, boy.
I won't let you hurt innocent people again.
Let's see what you can do! Demon soldier, destroy it all for me!
Henry did not want the demons to harm the people of the world, but he alone could not fight the whole demon army. He opened the bag Goddess of Light gave him, and God appeared. From the pocket, a swarm of bright fireflies flew out.
You call for more reinforcements. It's no use. It's dark, and her power can't fight the darkness. At this time, only a rainbow appears that will save you. As far as I know, you haven't finished it yet, have you?
Rainbow, I'll bring you back!
That's so touch. It's all coming to an end anyway. For the sake of mother and son, I'll allow you to say the last few words to her.
Dear God, I vow to sacrifice my heart filled with darkness to become the indigo color in the hair of the rainbow goddess.
Without waiting for the goddess of light to answer, or for the demon queen to have a chance to stop him, Henry immediately turned into an indigo flower in the goddess's hair.
You're crazy! Just for a girl that sacrificed your life?
The demon queen did not have time to stop. A beam of light emitted, and the goddess's hair turned into 7 colors, growing out even more shiny and brilliant than before. The goddess slowly opened her eyes.
Ah! My eyes are blind! Turn back to the Shadow Palace! No! Ah! Huh? Goddess of Light, where is Henry?
The goddess of light did not say anything. Her eyes were sad. She reached out and gently took the flower on the hair of the rainbow goddess and put it on her hand. The rainbow goddess was surprised and couldn't believe it. Tears fell from her eyes. The goddess planted that flower in front of the house, taking care of it very carefully every day. One morning, when the goddess woke up, she went to visit the garden and saw that the whole field of flowers had bloomed brilliantly. From that flower field, Henry, son of the demon queen, stepped out. I'm back! I've been resurrected! From now on, I am no longer the son of the demon.
Yes, you are my Henry. Always loved by her father, to protect her from contact with any prince or noble. Lily had always thought that her father did it because he wanted to ensure her safety. But the older she got, the more suffocated she felt. Especially when Lily reached the age of marriage. Her father forbade her from dating and contacting any prince who came to ask to marry her. Father, I have grown up. I can choose who is right for me. Father, please!
My dear Lily, I understand your wishes, but what I am doing is only to protect you.
Lily heard her father's refusal and was extremely sad, and she could not understand why her father always forbade her. Suddenly, Kevin, a bodyguard, who always followed and protected her, holding a rose to come and comfort her.
Princess, please don't be sad. The king only wants the best for you.
But I've grown up. I don't want to live like a bird locked in a cage. It's too lonely.
Let me take you to a place. You will surely love it.
Then Kevin led the princess to a colorful rose garden that made her happy to forget her sorrows. Since then, every time the princess was sad, Kevin brought a bright rose to comfort her. The two gradually became close and fell in love with each other. Despite knowing the feelings in his heart, Kevin still could not say because he knew the king would forbid this love. Then once, when Kevin brought the most beautiful red rose in the garden for Lily, she suddenly kissed him on the cheek. When Princess Lily's lips just touched Kevin's cheek, a light flashed, and the princess fainted.
Guards, the princess has fainted. Call the doctor!
The doctors in the palace rushed to the princess's room, but everyone couldn't find her illness. The king and Kevin were extremely worried. After 3 days in a coma, the princess finally woke up, but unfortunately, she lost her mind and became lifeless. Kevin looked at the princess in pain, but didn't know what to do.
Actually, my queen was a fairy. She had committed the crime of falling in love with ordinary people, and was also aggressive with the dark forces. So the evil witch hunted her and took revenge. To protect Princess Lily, she sacrificed herself to eliminate the witch. Before disappearing, the dark witch cast a curse. When the princess got her first kiss, she would become soulless and melancholy, and only the princess could lift the curse. That's why I forbade Lily from contacting Princess, forbidding her to fall in love. But I didn't expect. It's my fault. I'm the one who put the princess in danger. I can do anything to lift the curse for the princess. I have sent many knights to the fairyland to find help, but to no avail. They all gave up in the middle of the road because it was too difficult. I will save the princess no matter how difficult the challenges are, and I will not stop. Please allow me.
The king was moved and agreed to let Kevin go to the fairyland. Kevin crossed many mountains and extremely dangerous rapids. When feeling too tired, he sat down under a tree to rest, zooming his eyes far away, seeing the children carrying water while happily cheering for each other. His heart suddenly shone with glimmers of hope that Lily would wake up. Kevin eagerly mounted his horse, moved forward, and continued his journey. He had just gone a little way when he encountered a robber who was assaulting an old woman.
Stop, you scum! I'll teach you a lesson.
With his fine martial arts, it only took a few seconds to catch them.
Ma'am, here are your things.
Thank you. The heart of a brave young man is extremely valuable. Is there anything I can do for you?
Ma'am, could you show me the way to the fairyland? I want an answer to lift the curse for the princess.
Fairyland? It's 10 mountains from here to the north. I believe that place will definitely give you the answer. Kevin thanked the old woman. Before leaving, he swung his sword and asked the woman if she wanted to punish these robbers.
Please, please forgive me. Because my mother is sick and I don't have money for medical treatment, I took the risk.
Hearing that, the old woman was touched and asked Kevin to forgive them. Kevin listened to the old woman and spared the robbers and continued his journey. Overcoming many dangerous mountains, he finally reached the fairyland. He used his sword to break the lock and snuck inside. As soon as the door was ajar, a faint smoke spread. A black shadow appeared right behind Kevin, and he passed out without realizing it. Kevin woke up, and in front of his eyes was the majestic elder fairy.
Sir, I'm Kevin from Bernicia Kingdom. Princess Lily of my kingdom was cursed and became lifeless. Please show me how to lift this curse. I've heard of that curse. That's because the old queen, Princess Lily's mother, violated the rules of Fairyland and also fought with the dark force. That curse could only be lifted by Princess Lily. Can't I do anything to help her? You are the only one who has overcome many difficulties to reach here. I will give you a magic potion that can help the princess regain her memories. But whether it can work or not depends on Princess Lily herself. To get the magic potion, you must solve my puzzle. Yes, I will try my best. Okay, then I ask you, what is the most precious thing in human life? The most precious thing?
Kevin fell into deep thought, remembering the time ago when he was happy next to Lily and painfully watched her become lifeless, and the arduous journey to overcome many challenges to get here. Looking at Kevin's thoughtful eyes, Elder seemed to understand his thoughts. The elder cast a spell that made Kevin sink into a preconscious, and the memory pieces of Lily appeared in front of him. On one side was an image of Lily happily holding a fresh rose. On the other side was a melancholy Lily. In her hand was a withered rose.
The most precious thing in human life is the innocent soul when we were young. Is a brave and passionate heart when we grow up. It is an altruistic heart when we have experienced it, and especially a pure love that always wishes the best for the other person.
The elder was very surprised by Kevin's excellent answer. Immediately gave him a magic water bottle and gave him instructions.
This water bottle has the effect of revitalizing any plant species. It will be the key that helps Lily find her memories.
Kevin happily thanked the elder and quickly set off to return to the kingdom. Seeing Lily melancholy, Kevin was extremely heartbroken. He suddenly realized that Lily was still holding the most beautiful rose he had given her before.
Perhaps she still has some memories of our love.
Kevin remembered the elder's words and poured the magic water on the withered rose. An instant flash of light surrounded the rose and made it lush again.
Lily, try to remember our beautiful memories, about our colorful rose garden, about our love. Fight the dark magic to save yourself and protect our love. Please.
Memories gradually appeared in Lily's head when she had Kevin as a friend every time she was happy and sad. Then the two people's first kiss in the rose garden. The love in her heart burst out and helped her lift the dark curse. Thank you for saving me!
No, it was you who freed yourself. It was our love that created magic power.
Princess Lily escaping from the curse made the king extremely happy. He agreed for Kevin to marry Princess Lily. Since then, the bodyguard Kevin and Princess Lily
person. Moreover, that person even has totally conscious life with you. Sophia had to experience an accident like that. Let's follow today's story to know what did she do to solve all the problems. Sophia was a beautiful and clever princess, but she was always sad because she could decide nothing for her own. She couldn't even refuse her upcoming wedding, because this was the marriage to save the treasury of the royal family. Meanwhile, far outside the palace, in the poorest place of the kingdom, there lived a girl named Zelda. She usually intervened in the injustice actions, making the thugs there really hate her. But she was so agile that they could never chase after her.
How is the life of the people in that palace? It must be really comfortable. Wish that I could live there. I won't have to worry about the food anymore.
Wish that I could have a comfortable life out there. I can be able to decide everything as I want.
Suddenly, a strong wind rose, making Sophia imbalance and tumble to the river. The next morning, Sophia found herself in the body of a strange girl.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Didn't understand what had happened, the thugs from outside suddenly barged into the room.
Big brother, she is the one who interrupted us yesterday.
Zelda, you always want to mess with others' business. Today, I have to teach you a lesson.
Big brother, what's wrong with you?
After asking him, they found that he had rubbed a mushroom from a kid, and he hadn't known that it was a poisonous mushroom. By her knowledge, Sophia helped the thug overcome the critical moment.
I'm so hungry. Is there anything to eat here? Zelda, do you know what time it is? Quickly work. There are so many things to do. You are mistaken. I'm not Zelda. I'm...
No matter what Sophia explained, the mistress didn't care at all. She forced her to do the hard works. Until noon, she was given a meal, but it was so dry and hard to swallow. Didn't want to accept the situation, she found her way back to the palace. But no matter how hard she tried to explain, no one believed her. They even chased her away without having a mercy. She had no other choice but to come back to the rundown old house.
I have always wanted to get to freedom, but I could never imagine that the life outside is so difficult like this.
Suddenly, the mistress entered her room without noticing.
You're still tired, right? Poor you. You were always strong and agile, but how did you fall on that river without being able to get back? It's so lucky for you that I passed by at that time. I bring you some food, just eat them and get well soon. There is still someone who come here at this time? You came here to mess up with Zelda again? Today I'm here. Don't make trouble.
No. This time I come here to thank Zelda. I don't have the bad intentions. I wanna thank you for the thing happened this morning. These eggs are from the chicken of my family. I didn't take it from anyone.
Zelda realized that the life there was difficult, but the people were so warm-hearted. This was the thing she couldn't get from that luxurious palace. From that time, Sophia gradually got used to the new life there. People here also loved her so much. Until one day, Zelda in the body of Sophia suddenly appeared and looked for her. Zelda wanted to get her body back from Sophia because the life in the palace was really relaxed, but she lost all of her freedom. Zelda predicted that the river had been the reason that made their bodies swap. If they wanted to swap back, they had to go there again.
No! It has been so difficult for me to have a free life. I won't go back there. You're so selfish. That life belongs to me. You can say anything, but it's nonsense to me. It will be all right if you want the king to be harmed. Huh? What do you mean?
Zelda told her the things that she had known. That day, being too bored, Zelda found her way to climb up the roof. She reached the Earl's room by accident, and she had been able to listen to his story. The royal gold mines got exhausted quickly just because he secretly extracted it for years, and he used that amount of gold as the wedding present. In the wedding, he would order his people to poison the king. Under the position of the princess's husband, he would be able to take the throne.
I told the king this story, but he didn't believe me, and especially the thing that I had been able to climb up the roof. I have to think about a way to stop him. So just give me back the body, then go back to save the king. No, you also have to help me. This is the problem of your royal family. Is there anything related to me? When the greedy Earl takes the throne and rules this kingdom, all the people won't be able to live easily. Please, I will give you back this body then.
So, Zelda had to help Sophia make a plan to expose the cunning Earl. Zelda asked for the king's permission to visit the Earl's palace to build up their love. Thinking that his daughter had changed her mind, the king agreed. When they arrived, Zelda would find a way to distract the Earl to give Sophia time to find the evidence. Sophia disguised into a talented baker who was discovered by the princess. She could make a delicious pie for the Earl to taste, so the princess brought her there. Sophia snuck into the Earl's room to search.
Indeed, he made his own coin. There were even the maps of secret routes which connected to the tunnels of the royal family. This time you won't be able to refuse it. Earl, where are you going? I have been waiting for you so long.
Oh, I have to get some stuffs. I'll be right there.
A while later, Sophia finally served a hot, delicious plate of cake.
Where have you gone? I didn't see you in the kitchen.
My Earl, earlier I forgot some ingredients, so I had to go out to buy them. Alright, please enjoy that cake. It won't be delicious while cooling down.
After getting the evidences, they immediately found a reason to leave. Leaving for a while, they suddenly heard the hoof bears which chased after them. Knowing that they were detected, the two immediately urged the horse, making them run faster. Suddenly, the wagon deviated, making the two tumble to the river.
Sophia! Where are you? Sophia! Zelda! I'm here! Help! Don't worry, I will get you ashore. Damn it! This body is too weak! I can't... If only I could take my body back. My life will end up like this? I even involved Zelda on this. If only I wasn't too selfish to drag her into this. I want to see parents. I want to be myself.
Surprisingly, Zelda found her body full of strength. She rose up and was able to save Sophia. It turns out that while being on the river, the two girls were turned back to their own bodies. At that moment, the Earl was pretending to blame himself for not being able to save the princess. Seeing her, he was totally astonished and froze in shock. With those evidences, the Earl couldn't be able to refuse anything. From that day, the king allowed Sophia to decide her own life. Zelda was also back to her comfortable and free life. Sophia also didn't forget the slum where her new friends were living. She went back and helped the people there. Both of them finally knew.
Oh no! Why are those two men being attacked by a strange pack of wolves? It looks like they are trying their best, but they cannot defeat them. What will happen next? Let's find out in today's story with WOA Fairy Tales. Once upon a time, there lived a clever prince named Conroy. Because the queen, his mother, had passed away when giving birth to him, the king remarried another woman. But no one knew that she was a witch who had the ability of controlling the wolf. 1 year later, the queen gave birth to a prince named Blade. Although they didn't have the same mother, the two princes still loved each other and grew up together. But their characters were a bit different. Conroy was clever and good at every aspect. And about Blade, he just wanted to study about the flowers and the plants. He also didn't care about the power in the royal palace. The queen was afraid that the king would let Conroy to take the throne. She came up with a plan to harm him. In the annual hunting trip of the royal family, she summoned a pack of wolves to attack everyone. In the chaos, she sneakily pushed Conroy out of the protection of the guards, making him slip, roll out of the hill, and get lost. The king ordered his guards to find the prince by all means, but they could find him nowhere. The king had to conclude that the prince had passed away because of the ferocious wolf pack, although it was really hurtful. 1 year later, the annual hunting trip of the royal family was held once again. Blade also attended this trip. But he wasn't interested in hunting, so he decided to detach from the convoy to go sightseeing. Suddenly, there was a strange noise from the bush, making the horse startled and knocked him to the ground. His feet was injured, so he could only sit there and wait for someone come to help.
Anyone here? Please, help me!
Waiting for a while, finally there was someone who could hear his call for help.
Conroy! Is that you, Conroy? You're still alive! I thought that... Thank God! Why don't you return to our palace? Father and everyone are missing you so much!
I can't go back there at this time.
Why? It's... Ouch! You're home!
If I say that a queen relates to my accident, will you believe it?
My mom? But... why?
Maybe she was afraid that I would take her throne.
But I have never thought about that throne.
I have also never thought about that. But your mother is different.
Huh?
It's alright. Your feet just had a mild sprain. Maybe they're looking for you. They'll get here soon.
But wait for a second, Conroy.
After returning to the palace, Blade immediately went to find his mother to make everything clear.
Mom, I have to ask you one thing.
Why don't you get some rest? We can talk tomorrow.
I've just met Conroy. Are you anything related to the attack of the wolf on the hunting trip last year?
What are you talking about?
That time, you are determined not to let me attend. Moreover, on that day, I saw you were talking to a wolf behind the garden.
I just love you too much. I have been doing all of this for your own good.
Conroy have never wanted to take anything away from me. I hope from now on, you will leave him alone.
That's okay, my dear. I promise you. Now just go to have some rest. However, Blade didn't know that the conversation would incidentally put Conroy in a great danger once again. That night, when Conroy and the hunter were sleeping, suddenly they heard the loud howl of the wolves everywhere. After that, plenty of black wolves appeared and attacked them. They tried to fight back, but the two couldn't defeat that pack, not even a single wolf.
There was a strange orb on each wolf's head. Just try to break it.
Listening to the hunter, they focused on breaking the orb on the wolf's head. Indeed, when the orbs were broken, the wolf stopped attacking them. The day after, there was a rumor from the royal palace that the king had been seriously ill and he couldn't rule the kingdom anymore. So he had given the throne to Prince Blade.
My father is ill? When I met Blade last time, he said nothing about his illness. He can't be sick that fast.
Maybe the queen was afraid that you would come back and take the throne, so she had to get Blade into that position as soon as possible.
I don't care about the throne, as long as the people can live in peace. Blade is a good person. I believe that he will do the right thing.
I'm afraid that Blade is just a puppet in the queen's hand. You need to stop her. If you don't do it, not only you, but also the people in this kingdom can never live in peace.
Alright, I won't stay out of this anymore.
On Blade's coronation day, the hunter brought a beautiful coat made from wolf skin to the palace as a tribute for the new king. After checking for a while, the gatekeepers allowed him to enter the palace with no doubts. Waiting for the hunter's turn to offer the tribute, Conroy suddenly appeared from the trunks. With the witness of everyone, Conroy quickly exposed the wicked queen. How rude! You dare to slander the royal family? Prince Conroy passed away so many years ago. You're just a faker, and you want to harm me? It's not that easy. People, put him into dark dungeon.
Stop! That guy is really Prince Conroy. With my honor, I assure you that what Conroy said is the truth.
Blade, what are you doing?
Stop it, Mom! Don't harm innocent people anymore.
I'm doing everything for your own good.
You always say that you do it for me, but you never ask me what I wanted. This throne is not the thing I need. I have been obedient since I was a kid, but today I cannot do it anymore. I cannot let you make more mistakes. Please, give me the right to decide my own life.
Blade, you are so weak. What I have built by all means, I will never let it be ruined. Then she immediately used dark magic to summon ferocious wolves. They appeared from everywhere to attack people aggressively.
Hit the orbs on their head!
Listening to him, people could defeat the wolves. However, there were too many of them. Not long after, everyone was all exhausted. While being protected, Blade could see everything. He realized that all the power of his mother came from the scepter she was holding on her hand. He suddenly rushed there to take the scepter from her hand. Blade, what are you doing? No, Blade, you are not allowed to break it! Despite what the queen had said, Blade still decisively broke the scepter into pieces. The pack of wolves immediately fell down. No!
People, put her into the dark dungeon! Blade, are you alright?
I'm okay. I should have discouraged my mom sooner. She had made so many mistakes.
It's not your fault. You did a good job.
I knew that mother had silently harmed father by a special poison. I also studied and cooked an antidote. Just quickly bring it to save father.
Thanks for Blade's antidote, the king was timely cured. He gave the throne to Conroy, and he became a wise and talented king. As Blade's pleading for a lightening of punishment for the wicked queen, she was just put into a dark dungeon to think again about what she had done. For his love with nature, Blade decided to leave the palace and started his journey to discover the world outside.
A beautiful dress cannot conceal a selfish soul. And a powerful weapon cannot turn you into a warrior. Everyone must nurture and train themselves. The story of Celestia is no different.
Be careful, Celestia!
Celestia's father was a close servant to the king in the magic castle. Sir Anthony often brought her to the castle to play.
Your Majesty, I apologize.
To make amends, press the subscribe button for WOA Fairy Tale right now.
The king was also delighted to have Celestia as a friend to his daughter, Princess Celine. Celine knew Celestia was her age, so she was even friendlier and more open. She led Celestia to where everyone was practicing magic.
I wish I had one like that too.
However, the closer they became, the more self-conscious Celestia felt.
Wow!
Whenever the servants served Celestia, as per the princess's orders, they often showed disdain.
I'm so sorry!
On the 18th birthday of Celestia and Celine, the king specially organized for both of them.
Happy birthday, princess! Woohoo!
Come on, make a wish. And here is a gift for both of you.
There were 3 magic wands. The first one was the Wand of Light, simple in appearance, not flashy at all. The second one was the Wand of Fire, quite beautiful, and the last one was the Unicorn Wand, intricately engraved and very eye-catching.
Choose the wand you like, my children.
Princess, choose the unicorn wand!
But Celine chose the Wand of Light, the least outstanding of them all.
I feel I'm not capable enough to possess the other wands. Then, I'll take the unicorn wand.
Celestia had longed for a wand, and now it had become a reality, even better than expected. Celestia excitedly waved the wand,
causing it to cast a spell that knocked down a section of the wall.
If you're not skilled, don't use that wand recklessly.
Make the wand suitable for you. Don't chase its power, or it will control you.
Every day, Celestia went to the magic castle to study and train with Princess Celine. Seeing the princess using her wand way quite skilled, everyone praised her. Celestia only knew how to tightly hold her wand like a piece of wood. During Celestia and the princess's picnic, they inadvertently disturbed a forest demon. It rushed towards them, as if to devour them all. Celestia quickly tried to control her unicorn wand, but it wouldn't listen to her. Celine swung her wand of light directly into the demon's eyes. Celine quickly leapt up and used her wand to defeat the demon, making it disappear instantly. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief, and they all praised Celine's great skill. She understood and mastered the power of the wand, making it obey her. Meanwhile, Celestia could only look at her unicorn wand in frustration. Celestia took her wand home and threw it into a corner.
I shouldn't have accepted this gift. You deserve to be the owner of this wand.
She was the spirit of the unicorn wand. Celestia's eyes sparkled as if some invisible power had entered her mind.
No one will ever be able to mock me again.
First, Celestia decided to transform her poor appearance. She swapped Princess Celine's new dress with her old ugly one. When Celine received the dress, she saw that the old dress was ugly and completely different from the sketch that she had drawn.
What is this? It suits me perfectly. You look beautiful, my mistress.
The next day, Celestia went to the castle wearing Celine's clothes, looking lovely with makeup.
My dress! How dare you steal it? Don't accuse me. Do you have any evidence that I stole it?
Celine, frustrated, couldn't speak and walked away.
I can't believe Celestia would say such hurtful things.
The power of the unicorn wand turned Celestia into a different person.
Father, take the precious pearl in the king's room to make us richer, and no one will look down on us.
I can't do that. The king has been kind to us. I would rather be poor than betray him.
That night, Celestia broke into the king's room on her own. She tiptoed towards the precious gem. But the gem was too powerful, and Celestia couldn't touch it. In her confusion, Celestia considered taking a daring action. But then she heard footsteps and quickly ran away.
Catch the intruder!
No need, I'm fine.
Celine felt puzzled, but still had the intention of finding the intruder.
I almost harmed the king! You did well. You don't need to blame yourself.
The next day, Celestia went to the castle as if nothing had happened.
After the training, I have seen your efforts. Celine, you make me proud as the wielder of the Wand of Light. As for Celestia, you're also diligent. However, this wand is not easy to absorb energy from, so you still need more training.
Show him your ability, Celestia.
Celestia suddenly aimed her wand and cast a spell at Celine.
You had your chance, but you didn't learn. When you stole the gem from my room, I thought you were momentarily overwhelmed, so I let it slide.
I can't believe you're the one who did it!
Exposed, Celestia had to take a risky move. Both wands faced off against each other. Her growing hatred made Celestia succumb to darkness. Celestia pushed her unicorn wand to the limit, causing Celine's wand to break in half. Celestia lost control of herself. She could no longer distinguish right from wrong.
Snap out of it, Celestia! Don't lose yourself, my child. Poverty is not a sin. It's only the lack of determination that deserves condemnation.
She struggled to break free from the unicorn's influence. The spirit had possessed Celestia's body.
Celestia!
Celestia, you were originally a kind-hearted person. Don't let evil tarnish your soul.
Celestia recalled the moments of poverty but happiness.
Get out of my body!
The Unicorn Queen was expelled from Celestia's body.
Without me, the wand is useless. I will create power for this wand on my own.
Celestia rushed forward to use her wand to defeat the Unicorn Queen. She had discovered the true power of the wand. Strength, integrity, kindness. Celestia restored Celine's wand of light.
I'm sorry, Father. I was wrong. Now I understand that what truly matters is what suits us and brings real value. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I was too selfish and shallow.
That's a lesson for you. Not everything beautiful on the outside is good, and not everything ugly is useless. It all depends on how we use it.
With all misunderstandings resolved, they all lived happily ever after in the magic castle.
How was your day, my princess?
Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Athena.
Have you subscribed to the WOA Fairy Tales channel yet?
What?
Athena was a kind and beautiful student at the Royal School of Magic, but she was extremely insecure. She always thought of herself as weak and incompetent. Athena lived in seclusion with few friends, poor academic results, and she never dared to step out of her safe zone. Being lonely, she often wandered alone in deserted places. One day, while exploring, Athena discovered two deer trapped in the wicked wizard's trap. Her kind heart couldn't ignore the situation.
What? How could it be so easy?
The trapped deer turned out to be a goddess. Athena had unknowingly rescued her and became her loyal servant. To show her gratitude, the goddess decided to give Athena
Ella's my demonic servant's name. But how? So be it. I'm leaving now. Wait a moment!
From that moment, Athena's life changed forever. She didn't want to be in this situation. Who wouldn't be afraid with a mischievous demon following them? Athena was too scared to talk about it or introduce Ellis to anyone else.
But gradually, Athena realized that the demon wasn't a bad person. Whenever she encountered trouble, Ellis always came to her rescue without waiting for orders. The demonic servant tried his best to help Athena improve her magical abilities.
What are you doing?
It was easy to understand that little by little, Athena developed feelings for her servant. But no matter how she expressed her feelings, the detestable servant always rejected her.
Why don't you understand, you fool?
You humans won't live long. Ellis had once loved Minerva, a human girl. When Minerva left, he was so heartbroken that he began to resent humans for their weaknesses. Athena couldn't make the demon's heart change. Unless something unexpected happened on that day, Lucifer, the former master of Ellis, wanted to destroy Athena so that Ellis could return to serving him. Of course, Ellis couldn't accept that. He successfully defeated Lucifer, but was severely injured and struggled to recover. Athena's crying deeply moved even the goddess.
There is only one remedy for Ellis, but it has been lost for a long time.
To help Ellis, the goddess granted Athena the power to travel back in time to find this remedy.
I have changed your appearance. It's forbidden to reveal your identity to avoid disrupting the timeline. Find the temple of Lucifer.
And so, Athena traveled back in time and began her journey to save the one she loved. After many days of searching, Athena finally arrived at the temple the goddess had mentioned. There, she easily found a container that she thought was the remedy. But our heroine was mistaken. It wasn't a medicine inside the container, but...
Thank you, young girl. I am Ellis, the demonic servant. I'm cursed to serve another forever. Lucifer, the current master imprisoned me in this jar for refusing to commit evil deeds for him. Lucifer's magic is weakening. You set me free. Now, you're the master. What's your name?
Unable to reveal her true identity, Athena blurted out the first name that came to her mind.
Minerva? It's Minerva.
Once again, Athena, under the name of Minerva, became the master of the demon. Due to Ellis's weakness, Athena postponed her journey to take care of him. It goes without saying that Athena was extremely happy to be with her beloved. However, she had to maintain a cold demeanor to avoid altering the past. But sometimes, fate cannot be avoided. This man from the past was even more wonderful than the cold-hearted one in the future. Who could resist the handsome demon? Day after day, their love grew deeper, but Athena still kept her true identity hidden.
You're all healed now, and it's time for me to leave to go far away.
But why? Minerva? Why won't you tell me the reason?
I will return to you one day. I promise.
Knowing that she couldn't be stopped, the demon reluctantly let her go. But he was determined to help Athena one last time on their journey to find the cure.
Lucifer has many temples. He keeps the remedy you seek here. Be careful. Lucifer may have set traps or monsters inside.
There's the bottle! There's the bottle!
Of course, achieving their goal wouldn't be so easy. Lucifer had stationed a wicked sorceress to guard the temple.
Give it back!
The servant master pair tried to escape, but Alice understood it was impossible.
You go ahead. I'll buy you some time.
But...
Go now!
The sorceress seemed familiar to Athena, but she didn't pay attention. She had to quickly travel back to the future. However, Athena couldn't bear to leave her loved one behind. Unfortunately, a young girl like Athena was no match for the wicked sorceress, a henchwoman of the demon lord Lucifer. Sadly, our poor girl suffered a fatal blow and couldn't survive. With her last bit of strength, she desperately tried to send the medicine back to the future. Luckily, just before Athena faced danger, Alice woke up and defeated the sorceress. Athena couldn't believe that the sorceress was someone she knew. She was the same goddess from the past, who had her mind manipulated by Lucifer to become his servant.
I'm sorry. It's too late.
No, Minerva, don't leave me.
Minerva? That's it! Goddess, I give you Ellis. Please, find Athena. Please, find Athena.
As you might have guessed, Minerva wasn't a stranger.
So I was gone?
Athena hadn't left. Somehow, she had returned to the present time where Alice hadn't woken up yet. Without thinking, Athena hurriedly gave Alice the medicine that they had obtained after a painstaking effort from hundreds of years ago. The medicine not only healed Lucifer's magic, but also turned Alice into a human.
Minerva?
Now Athena realized that she was still trapped in Minerva's identity.
I was right.
From the very first time she saw Athena, the goddess knew she was Minerva. She had Alice pretended to be the deer to have an excuse to meet Athena. The goddess deliberately transformed Athena into Minerva.
I also cast a protection spell to send you back here when you were hit by my attack. I have repaid my debt to you. It's time for me to leave. Farewell.
So, Athena, it's you. I've loved you all this time, haven't I?
No, I loved you first.
And finally, Ellis had a happy life with the person he had loved for hundreds of years. Do you know that our world always exists parallel to the world of magical wizards? Each wizard, upon entering the academy, would be challenged by summoning a magical creature, the unicorn. Their status and magical abilities would correspond to this creature. Being admitted to the Unicorn Academy was undoubtedly the greatest honor in one's lifetime. However, apart from the purebred wizard families, only a few exceptional commoners had the privilege. In Ella's village, everyone believed that her talented older sister would be one of the rare few to study at the Unicorn Academy this year. Ella was no less skilled than other ordinary girls, even a bit more. But when compared to her sister, the difference was immense. Despite feeling self-pity, Ella never resented her sister. In fact, she admired and was proud of her.
Sister, with your talent, you'll surely receive an invitation to the Unicorn Academy this year. If that's true, I'll send you many letters about the Academy. You promise, right? When the time comes, don't get so engrossed in studying that you forget about me.
However, in the end, not only Ella or her sister, but also all the villagers were astonished when Ella was the one invited to join the academy, not her sister. The shock and disappointment prevented her sister from talking to Ella until the day she started her studies. Ella entered the Unicorn Academy with a heavy heart, mixed with a hint of anxiety. Her worry and confusion grew as the magical classification ceremony went on.
The elemental unicorns appeared one by one, filling the air with wondrous magic. Each student who successfully summoned a magical creature would have a corresponding horn appear on their head, reflecting their elemental affinity. Especially the radiant unicorn created by Selena, a purebred wizard. There was no doubt that this unicorn would be the highest ranked one at the ceremony today. Ella was the last to summon her creature, and she was anxious and frightened when nothing seemed to happen. People were tired after the long ceremony, and their patience was wearing thin. If nothing happened, Ella would have to pack her things and return to her previous life. She remembered hurtful comparisons people had made.
Huh?
What's going on? Is there any mistake? Or did Ella cheat to steal her sister's spot? Huh?
I do have feelings, you know. Please, anything. Just let the unicorn appear.
Her plea seemed to be heard by the heavens. From the sky, an object plummeted down at a terrifying speed, causing a commotion in the ceremony.
Oh my goodness! It's the rainbow unicorn?
It's the unicorn with the most notable power.
What? It doesn't even have the horn yet. Even Ella, she didn't grow an extra horn.
It's because Ella's unicorn is injured. Everything will be fine in a couple of weeks.
In the following days, Ella received a different kind of attention than usual. Even Celia, who didn't like Ella, put on a friendly face and invited Ella to join her group.
There's a race this weekend. You and your unicorn, James, right? Join us. I'm sorry, but I have other plans.
Indeed, Ella was hiding a dreadful secret. James, the unicorn she summoned, wasn't actually a unicorn.
Listen, I know you're not the creature I summoned, but it's all done now. Can you please help me stay at the academy a little longer?
Contrary to Ella's friendliness, James was uncooperative. Before the magic test, Ella led James outside, hoping to connect with him and gain his cooperation. However, James not only disobeyed, but also hurt Ella. Becoming the subject of ridicule for those who happened to witness it. James managed to escape Ella's control, crossing the academy's boundaries and ending up in a room with aggressive unicorns. He didn't expect that Ella would appear, risking her life to protect him. The wounds James inflicted were still visible on Ella, yet she cared for James with patience and tenderness.
I'm sorry, it's because of my incompetence that you're involved in this. But tomorrow it will be over. After the test, when I can't perform magic, I'll confess everything and leave. You'll be free too, James.
Ella couldn't have anticipated that those words, along with her gentle actions, would touch James's heart. The next day, James agreed to let Ella ride him, and even performed magic to help hide her abilities. From that moment, they became the best of friends. Ella's status also soared as a result.
What's her talent anyway? Can't even get a horn, and that creature doesn't even look like a unicorn anymore.
For the first time, Ella experienced the glow of being the main character, and she couldn't bear to lose it. 3 days ago, Ella received an anonymous letter. It stated that the dark mage living in the Forbidden Forest had a solution to her problem.
I can't resort to cheating like this.
Her fear led her to a selfish decision.
Huh? I want to have a unicorn horn.
After following the instructions, a horn indeed appeared on James's head.
Huh?
However, after that, James was no longer the gentle creature he used to be.
James? James? What's wrong with you? Huh? Huh?
High-level wizards struggled to restrain James. But it wasn't an easy task, especially when the condition seemed to spread to other unicorns.
Ella! What on earth have you done? Huh? James, please don't be like this. James! It's me! It's me, Ella! Stop, Ella! Quickly bring him under control!
James's memories of Ella's kindness woke him up. Seizing the opportunity, the group of wizards captured James and the mindless unicorns.
Huh?
Allowing the magical tribunal to step in and take them away. Ella realized that one of the members of the tribunal was the one who tricked her into attaching the horn to James.
Huh? Don't be foolish, Ella! That's impossible! Hurry and lead them away!
Alone, Ella couldn't do much. She cried out, seeking help from the other students.
What are you all doing? How could you let them be taken away like that? They are our good friends! How could you forget all the good times we had? To us, they might be pets, but to them, we're everything! Selena, you too? You don't care about your unicorn, Selena? I will never give up on James. Never! You are not alone. We'll help you!
Too! The students created chaos together, allowing Ella to break free and escape with James. Without hesitation, James took off with great speed, carrying Ella on his back.
Ha! You can't escape!
Fortunately, a catastrophe was averted as James and Ella found themselves cornered, with the Dark Wizard about to capture them.
Huh? Huh?
Running away. Why stop now?
I'm sorry, James. It's all my fault. I've hurt you. I let my own interests blind me. You've always been my best friend, whether you're a unicorn or not.
In their final moment, Ella decisively removed the horn that didn't belong to James, confirming her affirmation. Strangely enough, that action not only restored James's original appearance, but also sprouted a pair of large wings, lifting both of them into the air. It turned out that James wasn't a unicorn, but a Pegasus prince. During the battle against the forces of darkness, he had been wounded and lost his way to the Unicorn Academy. The wound caused by the darkness sealed his magic powers and memories temporarily. When the horn containing dark magic was attached, it inadvertently reactivated his powers. When Ella removed it, the powers surged once again. James purified the darkness, restoring his own sanity and the minds of the remaining unicorns. Ella stepped forward, admitting her mistakes to everyone and acknowledging that she wasn't worthy of studying here.
Summoning a spirit beast is through the bond of friendship with a wizard. Although James isn't a unicorn, what you and James have done is more than enough to prove your capabilities here.
But what about James? Can he stay here too?
You don't have to worry about that. Poseidon and Medusa, James's parents, have entrusted him to the academy until he's strong enough to take over the throne.
From then on, they continued to be close friends, and they even built a sometimes turbulent but beautiful relationship with Selena.
Today's story concludes. Thank you for your support. Each view is a tremendous encouragement for us to create more interesting new stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, share with WOA Fairy Tales your emotions after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
No! Dad! Dad! Princess! Where are you, Princess? Princess!
No!
Aland, you dreamed that dream again?
I'm alright. You don't need to worry about me.
Huh? Do you intend to go there again?
Yes, Mother. I'll be right back.
Aland was a dragon slayer. He was so brave that he achieved many great success, so the king gave him the privilege to stay inside the palace with his mother. At that kingdom, people believed that the dragon was really ferocious and always wanted to attack humans. So the dragon slayer came into existence to eliminate the dragons and protect the peaceful life there. For each dragon's heart, the dragon slayer would be able to receive a huge reward from the king. Aland's father had also been a warrior, but unfortunately, he had passed away in a great fight with a giant dragon. Every year on the anniversary of his father's death, he always came to the island where the giant dragon had lived, also where his father had passed away, to commemorate him. Suddenly, he saw a glimpse of a figure on that island.
Is that a human? Why is she here? On this island? That ferocious dragon will harm her. I have to help her get out of there.
When the ship landed, the girl suddenly disappeared.
Hope that the dragons won't be able to detect her before me.
While searching, Aland unfortunately slipped off the cliff. Luckily, the girl earlier timely saved him.
Thank you. Who are you? Why are you here on this island?
Savia, maybe because it's written on this necklace?
Savia? Can it be? You are Princess Savia?
I don't know. I couldn't remember the things that happened before. You know me? Hurry up, Aland.
Princess, that is a battleship. We're not allowed to go on board.
We will hide carefully. No one can ever detect.
But
you always say that you will become a dragon slayer like your father, and this is your chance to know more about the dragon hunting. Come on, hurry up. We don't have time.
You are the princess of this kingdom. In the past, a special event happened, so you strayed here. Just quickly follow me home. The king and the queen really misses you.
Really? I have always been curious about the world out there. It's great to go out there, but my mother is still here. Can she go with us?
You still have another mother?
Yes, she saved me and took care of me during the time I live on this island. She usually stays inside that cave.
So take me there to meet her. I will get you out of here.
Yes, follow me. She will be really happy when seeing someone come here. Aland followed Savia to enter a really big and dark cave. Mom, we have a visitor today.
Savia! Be careful! She's a dragon!
His act made the dragon agitated, and they were blown out of the cave immediately. Savia got bumpy and fainted.
Savia! Maybe her foster mom was harmed by the dragon! I have to get her out of here quickly!
Aland immediately used a special bomb to fight against the dragon, making their eyes burn, and they would lose the ability of seeing in a short time, giving him enough time to get Savia out. When knowing that Aland had found Princess Savia, the king and the queen were so happy that they immediately went to see them. Waiting for Savia to wake up, Aland told the king and the queen the whole story which had happened on the island.
Your Majesty, a giant dragon appeared outside, and it's attacking our palace.
She dares to come here?
Queen, you stay here to take care of Savia. Alan, follow me.
Take care. Where is this? Savia, you woke up? Who are you? Where am I? Savia, I'm your mother. This was your room before. I always kept it preserved, like before. Do you remember it? Savia turned her eyes to look around the room. It seemed to be really familiar to her. Suddenly, a little music box attracted her attention. This is the music box that you liked the most. You used to take it with you to listen when you were a kid. Do you remember its melody? Savia, happy birthday to you!
Wow, what a cute music box! How melodious it is! I really like it! Mom, thank you so much!
Mom! Savia, my little daughter, welcome back. We missed you so much. The fight outside between human and the dragon was really chaotic. After fiercely fighting for a while, the old dragon seemed to be exhausted, and she was defeated by the human.
The evil dragon! I will finish you to get revenge for my father! And for the ones who passed away because of you!
Stop it!
Savia! Why did you protect the dragon? It harmed your foster mom!
What are you saying about? She is my mother, the one who have protected me for the whole time I had been on the island.
How can it be? The dragon is really evil. They always try by all means to harm people.
No, on the contrary, it is the human who always want to harm the dragon. They just protect themselves. My mother dragon is not the biggest. If the dragons want to attack human, you won't be able to resist. If the human continue hunting the dragons, the day that the dragons rise will come soon.
But in all the books, they always say that the dragons are so evil.
Yes, but the books are all published by royal family. Maybe we need an explanation from them.
Just because of gold. The gold mines of the royal family had been dry for generations ago. If we don't have the gold, the kingdom will soon collapse. Our ancestors discovered that the dragon's heart had the power of generating gold, and that's the only alternative solution. However, each dragon's heart can generate a limited amount of gold. That's the reason why we have to continue hunting dragons.
We have never intended to harm the dragons. We just need another alternative solution. For sure, we will never hurt them. I know a place where you can find so much gold. You just need to stop hunting the dragon. Then Savia showed them the location of a grand gold mine deep inside the Dragon Island. The gold reserve there could help the king maintain the kingdom for generations. The human didn't have to hunt dragon anymore. Instead of that, they built a monument to express their gratitude towards the values that dragons had brought to them.
Mom and Dad don't love me anymore. Come in and play. It's even more fun in here. But first, you have to hit the subscribe button for WOA Fairy Tale.
That was Princess Lucy's fate from the moment she was born. She was destined to be the golden spoon holder. During her christening ceremony, many dignitaries gifted her precious jewels. But how could the little princess appreciate the value of such extravagance? The king and queen held hands, dancing to the music, leaving the cradle abandoned in a corner with the attendants. As Lucy grew older, her longing for a complete family grew. The king promised to teach Lucy horseback riding, but his busy schedule caused him to miss one appointment after another. The queen promised to take Lucy on outings, but she got lost in the world of parties, staying up all night, waiting until she fell asleep without realizing it.
Can't you spare some time for me, Mom and Dad?
Your mother will take you out, okay?
Why does it have to be me? You do it.
They shifted responsibility and blamed each other, making Lucy even more miserable. Lucy's 18th birthday was approaching.
Tomorrow is my birthday. I want to blow out the candles with you two.
Is it already Lucy's birthday?
How old is Lucy this year?
Lucy was thrilled, but in the end, her parents couldn't fulfill her wish due to unexpected work commitments. The king and queen only managed to leave a letter and a cake. Lucy was disappointed. She wanted to find a place to cry where no one could find her. She ran to an old warehouse and suddenly stopped. Some force was calling her inside. Curious, Lucy found a mirror covered with a cloth, surrounded by cobwebs and dust. Lucy pulled the cloth off, and she was startled to see a reflection of herself as a completely different person.
Hello, Lucy. Why? Are you in there? I'm Charlie, the one who lives inside this mirror. I have no friends, no family, and I can't leave here. That's just like me. Princess, do you want to explore in here? I have a gift for you. It will make up for the pain you've endured. Besides, the time in the mirror world lasts only an hour. You can go back home anytime.
Lucy also wanted to go to a place where no one could find her, so she agreed to Charlie's invitation. Lucy stepped into the mirror world and was overwhelmed by its beauty. Endless green fields, streams flowing with candy.
Everything here is edible. It's so magical.
Charlie led Lucy to a castle that looked just like the one she lived in.
This is the gift I'm giving you. Time is starting to pass.
As Lucy entered the castle, everything felt familiar. The king and queen were there as well. However, the difference was that the king and queen were made of bones.
My daughter.
Welcome back, my child.
The king and queen organized a birthday celebration for Lucy, and they all blew out the candles together. Lucy had never experienced such a warm and happy birthday. Suddenly, the clock struck, and time was up.
Let's go, Lucy.
In the real world, the king and queen expressed regret for not being able to attend their daughter's birthday.
I don't need these things. What I need is your love. I wish I could go back to the mirror world.
Huh? At night, Lucy secretly went to the warehouse to meet Charlie, and Charlie took her back into the mirror world to see her bone parents. Back in the mirror world, Lucy was welcomed and treated with things she had never experienced before. The king personally planted a beautiful flower garden for Lucy, and the queen cooked delicious meals for her. They took Lucy on outings and had fun together.
I want to stay here forever. I don't want to go back to that cold and lonely home.
Lucy's words were the key to allowing Charlie to leave the mirror world. All she needed was someone to take her place in this mirror world. In the real world, the king and queen panicked when they couldn't find Lucy in her room.
The princess is missing.
The king noticed a wish bottle filled with Lucy's wishes on her shelf. Inside, Lucy had written many wishes, hoping for a happy family, her parents' attention, all simple things she didn't have.
We've been terrible parents, causing Lucy so much pain.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry for making you worry.
Our beloved, you're safe, and that's all that matters.
However, after that, Lucy displayed some strange behaviors. She didn't like looking in the mirror, and all the mirrors in the castle were destroyed. The maids who cleaned the house with shiny mirrors could reflect images, but Lucy always avoided them, afraid to approach. The golden dishes that could reflect images were replaced with wooden ones. Once, the queen took Lucy for a walk, and she was startled when she saw Lucy's reflection in the water. The queen was scared, but she tried to remain calm, knowing that Charlie had hidden Lucy somewhere. The queen revealed the truth to the king, that Lucy was an imposter. That night, both of them decided to observe Charlie's actions. Charlie approached the mirror and jumped into it. The queen recognized the mirror. She had treasured it when she was pregnant with Lucy, almost like a precious heirloom. But later, they had acquired more beautiful mirrors, so they had thrown it into the warehouse. The mirror gradually transformed and created Charlie's persona. She envied Lucy for having both parents. In the mirror world, Lucy now appeared as Charlie. At this point, Lucy still had no idea that she was trapped there. Suddenly, the king and queen rushed to push Charlie out of the mirror.
Run, my child!
No, I won't go back. I'm loved more here than with Mom and Dad. Are you sure about that? What's happening?
Don't touch our daughter!
Charlie, enraged, raised the mirror fragment to create another illusion, but the queen struck her with a blow.
Leave this place quickly! You won't escape.
Lucy and her parents rushed to the mirror door connecting the two worlds. But the mirror did not display any swirling circle. Lucy looked at the virtual mirror fragment in her hand and plunged it straight into the mirror. In the real world, the mirror began to crack and to shatter. They had escaped from the eerie mirror world.
sorry, my child. We were too thoughtless and selfish.
Lucy also realized that nothing good was necessarily perfect. All parents have flaws. It's about whether they recognize and fix them or not. The king and queen, despite their imperfections, loved her unconditionally.
500 years ago in Dreamland, a realm where magical creatures once thrived, a great devastation occurred. After a fierce battle with the Raven clan, the Raven King sought to kidnap the precious fairy alchemist, mercilessly slaughtering wherever he went. In the end, the Flower Fairy clan had to sacrifice half of their kin to seal away the Raven King. Since then, the chief of the Floral Fairy clan was honored as the ruler of the island. However, the Raven King's imprisonment is merely temporary. Given a day of sufficient strength, he can break free completely. And that day finally arrived. In an instant, the beauty of Dreamland vanished.
You have shattered my family, and now it's time for you to pay.
Mother of Floral Fairy Peony entrusted all of their flower spirit, the essence of their magic power, to her daughter. This was to protect her and send her back to the past 500 years ago. The fusion resulted in the sacrifice of all the floral fairies. Peony carried a great responsibility to defeat the Raven King before he succumbed to darkness. Peony lost all her strength and was severely wounded, falling into the human world. She also encountered a group of demon hunters who specialized in hunting spirits, stripping them of their magic and selling them to the wealthy.
Oh, a floral fairy. How about surrendering yourself to us humans now?
Release me at once! Peony was completely drained, feeling helpless and shedding tears. And at her most desperate moment, Ryan appeared.
It's you again, you little fool! Go away!
Ryan had always been slow and clumsy since birth. He had a large body, but a mind no different from a 10-year-old child. Whenever he had the chance, Ryan secretly tried to release the prey of the demon hunters. That's why he was always despised. Who are you? Being rejected and driven away, Ryan retreated deep into the forest to live.
But beautiful. You're so beautiful.
What's with the stammering, you foolish boy?
Huh?
In the following days, Ryan diligently took care of Peony, passionately tending to her wounds. Gradually, Peony was moved by his warmth. Although he was foolish, he was truly kind-hearted. Of course, Peony didn't forget her mission. However, she didn't know where to find and gather information about the Raven King now. She only knew that he had a distinctive raven feather-shaped mark on his chest, the source of his power's corruption. Ryan always helped her gather information about the Raven King. On the 7th day, there was no news about the Raven, but mysterious incidents occurred on the streets. It involved the disappearance of a series of young girls reaching maturity. Furthermore, the number of wild creatures in the forest was decreasing. One sleepless night, a disturbing event took place. Something's wrong! Let's go, Ryan! No! Get away quickly!
the mark on the tiger's forehead. I saw it at the crime scenes.
There are many rumors that in order to gain more power, the Raven King took the lives of many young girls and wild animals to refine his elixirs. This must be connected to him. However, with her current power, she would struggle to oppose him. When her magical power was restored, Peony bid farewell to Ryan and decided to go to Dreamland to find the clan chief. At that time, her floral clan was not yet the most powerful. In terms of hierarchy, he was her grandfather.
Nonsense. Time cannot be reversed. And are you truly a floral fairy?
Everything I've said is the truth. The clan chief's attitude changed, and he immediately welcomed her into the flower clan. Peony was treated as a true princess according to the standards of that era. Day and night, she worked with the clan chief to find a way to defeat the Raven King. She also contributed her magical power to strengthen the flower army. Things changed one day. Help me! The mark on her forehead! Please save me! The floral goddess will take away my soul to refine his elixirs! Ah! Peony grew suspicious and secretly followed her. She couldn't believe her eyes when she discovered the clan chief's secret chamber. It held a large number of young girls and various beasts and creatures with marks on their heads. The mastermind behind it all was her grandfather, not the Raven King at all. The destruction of Dreamland was also due to false accusations and the loss of his family. It's all deception!
In the end, you also fell for it.
From the beginning, he didn't believe her words. He only played along to exploit her power. Furthermore, she would be the crucial factor in making his elixirs even stronger. The most despicable enemy has always been the one closest to me. I won't forgive you.
Get her quickly!
The gate! Open now! Oh, Ryan! Unsettled about Peony and always longing for her, Ryan silently watched from outside the gate every day. Just seeing her figure appear one more time would make the foolish boy extremely happy. When Ryan saw Peony being attacked by floral soldiers, he didn't hesitate and immediately stepped forward to protect her.
Don't touch Peony!
You're just a weak mortal! You could lose your life! No! Peony was filled with pain and madness, seeing that fragile figure collapse.
Don't cry, milady.
You fool! How can you still speak at a time like this? Suddenly, a raven feather emerged from Ryan's chest, glowing brightly. A raven feather! Could it be that Ryan is... The surge of powerful magic transformed Ryan into the Raven King of legends.
I'm not a human. Why?
The magical tears and intense desire for love towards Peony unlocked his true form. Peony realized that she was the reason behind Ryan's corruption 500 years ago. Perhaps in the past, she had to leave, leading Ryan to seek revenge obsessively.
Ryan, I really don't know what to do anymore.
If she found a way to defeat the chief, it would mean the end of descendants like her, and the Floral clan would be wiped out. However, if she let him continue his actions unchecked, a terrible catastrophe would befall Dreamland. The inevitable battle among her, Ryan, and the chief was unavoidable. But as long as Peony remained safe, Ryan wouldn't be able to fully unleash his power to defeat the chief. For that to happen, even if it pained her greatly, she had to disappear. She needed to find a reason to keep Ryan staying temporarily. Heartbroken, she reluctantly returned to meet the chief.
For the future of our clan, I'm willing to give up all my magical powers for you to take over Dreamland.
Excellent! Finally you understand!
Before bidding farewell to her floral soul, Peony secretly sent a signal to Ryan. It turned out she tricked him into believing that the chief had taken something extremely important that only she could retrieve, and when she sent the signal, Ryan would surely appear. When Ryan arrived, Peony had already retrieved her floral soul. There was one thing the chief didn't anticipate. Peony's flower soul was mixed with the magic of other floral spirits, giving her tremendous power. Entering the battle meant that she could once again travel through time, return to the future, and create a tremendous explosion, destroying everything the chief had collected.
You traitor!
You must defeat the evil. My departure is voluntary. Dreamland is innocent. Don't seek blind revenge.
Wait, milady!
Wait for me. We will meet again.
When she opened her eyes, Peony found everything unfamiliar. Dreamland's scenery remained as beautiful as before the destruction. Peony hurriedly went to the main palace, where the history of the entire region was kept. 500 years ago, the cruel and wicked chief of the Floral clan was defeated by a hero named Ryan. After the battle, Ryan was gravely injured and his body was preserved and treated. The succeeding chief of the Floral clan redeemed himself by providing magical power for 500 years to protect and nurture the hero's body, awaiting his awakening. Although they no longer held the position of island rulers, the Floral clan still made significant contributions to the prosperity of the entire region. Peony knew that it was a bell signaling something.
Finally, I fulfilled the promise we made 500 years ago.
Look, the light was covering the dark devil. Would he be defeated? Let's follow WOA Fairy Tales to get the answer. Once upon a time, in beautiful kingdom called Maxi, people and dragon lived peacefully together. The kingdom was protected by 2 sacred dragons with the power of fire and lightning. The people really loved and respected those 2 dragons, especially Alina Princess. She was really close to the fire dragon. He always carried her on his back, and they flew together in the sky to the beautiful places. Time passed by until Alina got 18. the kingdom had to face with a great danger when a dark devil had appeared. He maintained his power by sucking people's life spirit, and the victims were all turned into stone. Even the two sacred dragons were no match for the devil. All the people had to live in anxious and panic. The two dragons used all of their powers to create a pearl, which could create a light shield, temporarily protecting the people from the dark devil.
Quickly, bring this globe to protect the people. I will be here to fight against the dark devil and hold him off.
What if they harm you? Or I just stay here with you?
Saving everyone is more important now. Just go. I'm alright. Even when I am turned into a stone, I also believe that we will see each other again. Someday soon.
After giving the pearl to the king, the fire dragon were gone without leaving a single trace. And the lightning dragon sacrificed himself to fight against the dark devil, bringing peace to Maxi Kingdom. But the peace didn't last for so long. When the powerful pearl got weaker and weaker every day, its light gradually faded away, so the protection shield of the kingdom also lost its protect power. The king was so worried that he became haggard. Father, everyone, it won't be good if we just stay here. So I want to ask for your permission to bring the pearl out and find the fire dragon. Maybe he knows the way to make the pearl powerful again.
If you take it away, then what will happen with the people?
Your Majesty, don't worry. Just let the princess bring it away. I think she's right. If we just stay here, sooner or later, we will be in great danger. We have to save ourselves. Princess, just rest assured to set out. We will be here to hold up and wait for you to come back with the good news.
So quickly go. Take care and protect yourself. I will stay here and support everyone.
Then Princess Alina bravely set out to find the fire dragon. When I was a kid, the fire dragon usually took me to a secret cave. Is there any way that he's here? I have to go there. On the way, she was blocked by the guards of the daredevil. They rushed there to attack her. However, the princess brought the pearl along with her, then she could defeat them. Alina continued her journey, and she was covered by a dark smoke. It brought her into an illusion, where she could see the fire dragon was on Dark Devil's side, and the Dark Devil cunningly looked at her.
Stupid human! The sacred dragon chose my side. Don't waste your effort for nothing! Fire dragon, attack her!
At first, Alina intended to fight. But she remembered her happy days with the fire dragon, remembered how he had sacrificed to protect the kingdom. Instead of fighting back, she ran there to hug the dragon tight. You are my best friend. You are the one I love. No matter what happens, I don't believe that you will hurt me. Like I will never harm you. After that, the illusion immediately disappeared, and she could escape from the dark smoke. Alina continued to go. And finally, she could find the fire dragon inside the secret cave. Fire dragon! Is that you? Finally, I can find you! The kingdom is in a great danger when the pearl is getting weaker. Now only you can save everyone. If we delay, everyone will be turned into stone.
It's great to see you again, Alina. I created the illusion earlier. That's a challenge for the one who wants to enter the dragon cave. And I'm really happy when seeing you still love dragon like that. About the pearl, the lightning dragon was turned into a stone, and I'm not able to restore the protection shield. Maybe the best way is to fight till the end.
Yes, I'll fight together with you. For everyone, for us. I can take all the dangers and the risks. Together, they went to find the Dark Devil, knowing that the princess and the fire dragon were fighting against the devil. They also gathered to fight together with them, but the devil was too strong. The fire dragon fought against the Dark Devil and was quickly knocked out. He sucked all of the dragon's life spirit, turned the dragon into a statue, and used power to break it down into pieces. Alina angrily rushed there, used her swords to slash at him. However, she was quickly knocked out far away. She got injured, so she crawled toward the globe and held it tight. The people all rushed to the front to protect their princess. The devil smirked and sucked the life spirit of everyone. When they turned into stone, the life spirit from their body flew toward the pearl instead of flying to the devil. The pearl was gradually shining again, and a maximum light shield was created to protect the whole kingdom. The light gripped the Devil King, making him vanish forever. The people who had been turned into stone also turned back to normal. Only Fire Dragon had gone forever. Alina sat down by the rubble and cried in sorrow.
Alina, quickly! Give me the pearl!
He picked the globe up and casted a spell. The stone flew up and broke down into dust, and the fire dragon was revived, rising from the ashes. Alina happily ran there and hugged the dragon so tight. They smiled happily with each other. After defeating the Dark Devil, Alina took the throne and ruled the kingdom. With the protection of the two sacred dragons, people in Maxi Kingdom lived in happiness and peace forever after. Christmas Eve is a time when family members are sank in the warm moments of reunion. But that quiet scene was completely contrast to what was happening in the room in the tower in the middle of the deep forest. That lonely boy is Samuel, the prince of this kingdom. This tower was his secret base, where he practiced powers that no one could afford, giving life to his toys. The rumor said that his power was inherited from his mother. The queen passed away shortly after giving birth.
Who should I choose as the commander of the royal hunting army? From a young age, with this weak body, I have always been underestimated from other princes. A powerful army that hunts many beasts is the only chance to prove to my father that I, too, can be a successor, not inferior to anyone.
A sudden gust of wind blew over, startled the prince. The amount of magic for the leaded lady soldier was filled more than expected. So the lady-led soldier opened her eyes. The movement was extremely loud and noisy.
Oh, look at this, sir. I can move now.
You're so noisy.
Let me introduce myself. Veronica, since I'm on your team, we're gonna win, because I'm super good, of course. What happened to your face? You don't trust me, do you? Then you must hear my glorious feat. Let soldier of the time keep her faith always shine. Through hundreds of kingdoms, conquer peak of all the pines.
Exasperated by Veronica's annoyance, the prince kicked her out of his army immediately. Next, the Mouse King was born. Unfortunately, the scepter of the mouse is capable of copying the magic. The Mouse King absorbed all the magic Prince Samuel had. and he had no power.
Thank you for giving me your magic. I will use it very usefully.
Magic? My magic? What have you done?
Is my scepter interesting? Maybe you don't know. It's capable of absorbing all sorts of magic and spells from the one who used to own it.
How dare you! I was so careless that I didn't notice this.
Why wouldn't I? It can do more than that. So, for example, what about this kingdom? Turning toys into human beings and human beings into toys.
Follow the words with the magic he just robbed. The Mouse King made all the other toys to grow up before bringing the army back to the royal palace to carry out the evil plan. The Mouse King held the prince captive, and the henchmen watched him carefully.
Stay here obediently. I'll come back for you after having threatened your old father. Well, I look forward to the reunion with my childhood friend who threw me out without pity.
When the rebels left, the lady-led soldier escaped from the hiding place. The magic of the Mouse King also affected her, making her grow up to the size of a normal person. Veronica handled the Mouse King's army effortlessly. When she was about to leave, Prince Samuel raised his voice.
Hey, lead soldier. Well, I meant... Veronica?
My honor, for being remembered by Prince Samuel.
Oh, well, you're right. You're good at fighting. Can you open this cage?
Oh, wow! Do you also need the help of the person who you dispossessed without pity?
It's my fault. I think that a true lead soldier will always help people in distress, trouble, well, not except old enemies, right?
Heard that. Veronica decided to free the prince from the cage. Being afraid of danger on the way back to the palace, Samuel asked the lady-led soldier to escort him. Of course not! I don't care about those confusing theories. I don't care about your things. Toys are fine. Humans are fine. I just want to be free to go to Dreamland. I heard it's the origin of the lead soldiers. I'll meet my men.
Dreamland? It's a magical land that's really hard to reach. Only my father had the map to get there. As long as you take me back to the palace to stop the Mouse King, no matter what, I'll give you the map.
The lady then agreed and left with the Prince Samuel. However, the lady soldier is naughty, optimistic, loudsy person and loved blabbering about everything. And the prince, who used to be arrogant, impersonal person, just like quiet at the moment.
Keep silent.
Along the way, there were constant conflicts between them. Due to carelessness, Veronica caught herself in a trap on the road set by the hunters to trap the animals. The prince, despite the danger, did not leave and stayed to save her. Therefore, the sympathy gradually increased in Veronica's heart. The palace was occupied by Mouse King. From the door following inside, all the soldiers were replaced with the toy ones. With Veronica's help, the prince could slip into the palace. Here, the king was forced to fall to his knees, and the Mouse King questioned him about his abandonment.
Oh, my old friend. I never expected to see you on your knees like this one day. How are you after all you've done to me? Isn't it too much for you?
The Mouse King, don't do this. We had a really good time, you know.
Good time? Yeah. I used to be your favorite toy. We eat together, sleep together, and always be together to wherever you liked. Until one day, you grew up. You had to worry about things, and that things never included me. I'm just the kind of toy to be thrown out in the warehouse corner. Now it's time for you to pay for everything you've done.
Suddenly, Samuel and Veronica splitted. The prince had the mission of distraction. The Mouse King was angry as the prince had escaped. The lady soldier was extremely agile and rushed to get the magic scepter.
I wondered how the prince got here. Turns out it's all thanks to brave lady lead soldiers. Stop messing around. Give me back my scepter.
Stop teasing me!
Have you forgotten how badly he treated you? Humans, they're all the same. They only love the toy for a short time. Then when the novelty passes, all the toys are thrown away without pity. I was a victim too. Treated like that by the king.
As between me and the prince who has a deal to go with Dreamland, I will never destroy the deal.
Dreamland? That land does not exist. The prince is fooling you to take advantage of your foolishness. Come on, you'd better give it back to me. We're all toys, you remember? Everything I do is to get justice for us.
Facing Veronica's commotion, a flock of rats took advantage of the opportunity, rushing to attack her. Despite of fiercely resisting, the candy cane of the lead soldier broke in half. The biggest rat to reach the scepter threw it to the mouse king. Grabbing the scepter, the mouse king shoots a magic towards the prince. But Veronica promptly rushed out to help. The previous magic applied to her was gradually revoked.
No! Veronica! Hold on! I'll find a way. I want to destroy him. And where you want to go, I'll take you. I don't have to contend with power anymore. Come on, Veronica.
I don't blame you. Prince Samuel, you must become a good king. I've been so happy. One day you're not busy, you can explore new lands on my behalf. Don't let yourself be bound by power and pressure.
Nobody can help our sweet little prince this time, can they?
The Mouse King continues to turn magic into the end of Samuel's human life. However, our prince quickly avoided it. Things kept happening like that until he's cornered.
Goodbye, my little prince. Thank you for making my ambitions come true.
The prince pulled down the cloth. Behind him was the mirror that reflects the magic back to the enemy. The king stopped Prince Samuel from smashing the Mouse King's state, preventing the future harm. He then took the Mouse King statue, placed him in the most dignified position.
Father, it's my fault. Samuel, remember, people can grow up, no longer love old things, but will still cherish good memories.
The prince used all the magic he got back from the scepter to brought the lady-led soldier back, but it didn't work. Any toy that has become human once came back to its original form, can no longer become human again, no matter what.
It's my fault. It's all mine. Because she saved me, she was in trouble. I didn't even have time to tell her all my heart. Maybe this will help you. Follow the instruction on the map to where your mother was born. I heard it's a magical land.
Dreamland? Is this land real?
The prince was no more concerned about the throne. He carried the lead female soldier, following the instruction on the map. Overcoming difficulties, getting lost, they finally succeeding to bring Veronica back to life. They traveled the world together, discovered, fulfilled the dreams that the lady soldiers had previously wished.
It's noisy again.
What did you say?
But it was fun.
In life, we constantly find ourselves at the crossroads of choices. Some we make right, and some we make wrong. Choices are much like the petals of a dandelion, enchanting and impossible to predict.
My choice is to make you all weep.
As on any other Sunday morning, the Dandelion Kingdom was under attack by a sinister force. Fortunately, this time, there was only one demon, However, no one could defeat it.
Let me help you.
This is futile!
If only someone could save everyone. Oh look, a rainbow has appeared, dispelling the fear of the menacing octopus demon.
She's here!
Our Rainbow Guardian! Who are you?
A rainbow beam suddenly descended upon the octopus demon, transforming it into a cute stuffed octopus. From above, Rainbow Guardian Phoebe appeared in all her glory, with her magnificent rainbow wings. The delighted citizens gathered around Phoebe, celebrating her victory. However, someone wasn't pleased. Rainbow Guardian Iris, Phoebe's twin sister. Where will Iris's envy lead her? Stay tuned and subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to find out. Twin sisters Iris and Phoebe are the descendants of the Rainbow Guardians, bestowed with magical wings. Phoebe, the elder sister, was granted the rarest and most beautiful rainbow wings. But Iris, the younger one, wasn't as fortunate. She received small, grey, and unattractive wings. Phoebe's rainbow wings endowed her with unmatched rainbow light abilities, making all demons fear her and all citizens adore her. Iris couldn't fly or shoot rainbow beams, so she was often compared to her talented sister. People were distant and cold to Iris, believing she didn't deserve the title of Rainbow Guardian. This made Iris increasingly insecure and closed off. Iris felt her fate was unjust. She especially envied her sister's pair of rainbow wings. Nevertheless, Iris quietly helped people with her modest abilities. She hoped that one day someone would recognize her worth. Today is the birthday of the two sisters, Phoebe and Iris. Precious gifts were delivered from all corners of the Dandelion Kingdom. Iris looked around but found no gift for herself. She couldn't bear it any longer. Feeling dejected, she turned to leave. Suddenly, a plump bird flew into the royal banquet hall. It carried a beautiful rainbow crown. The bird ignored Phoebe and handed the crown to Iris.
For Iris, the most deserving.
The crown radiated rainbow magic, standing out among all other gifts. Phoebe was displeased with this turn of events.
I can be just like you now. No, Iris. There must be a misunderstanding here. This crown belongs to the most deserving one. Are you deserving, Iris?
That's right. Only Phoebe deserves this rainbow crown.
Iris, hand me the crown. No.
Phoebe, with a cold spell, took the crown from Iris's hand. Amidst cheers, she placed the rainbow crown on her own head. Iris, heartbroken, left the party. Since Phoebe possessed the rainbow crown, for some reason, she became selfish and stopped caring about her role as a rainbow guardian.
The citizens are under attack by demons!
Just one demon and you can handle it? I'm busy!
The rainbow crown emitted a sinister magic, mesmerizing Phoebe. Iris noticed but didn't know what to do. Even without Phoebe's protection, the citizens managed to defeat the demon. However, many were injured. Unlike her selfish sister, Iris continued to help people with her limited abilities. An old woman advised her. The old woman gave Iris a dandelion flower. Just follow the dandelion petals, and Iris would find the skilled Dr. Dante, the only one who could heal Phoebe's troubled heart.
Once I cure Phoebe, they'll recognize me.
Iris followed a path strewn with dandelion flowers. The path led her to a vast field of dandelions, bathed in warm sunlight and gentle breezes. Here, Iris met Dante, a young and talented doctor with a kind heart. Iris immediately admired Dante from their first meeting. Dante spent a lot of time with Iris, caring for her, teaching her medical knowledge. But in reality, Dante was the Demon King. However, because someone finally cared for and valued her, Iris didn't realize she was being deceived by Dante. Iris was happy by Dante's side. Nevertheless, she needed to save her sister.
Iris, you could stay here with me and forget about those who underestimated you.
I have to help my sister.
In that case, you'll need to obtain 3 of her rainbow feathers.
I can't. No one can touch her rainbow wings.
Then I can help you. Iris, only you can do it.
I will.
To approach Phoebe, Iris had to bypass the vigilant guards. This was a challenging task. However, Iris had a trump card up her sleeve. Although she lacked magical abilities like her sister, Iris possessed physical strength. She kept this hidden to avoid being perceived as awkward and ungraceful. She easily incapacitated the guards by targeting their weaknesses, temporarily rendering them unconscious. Iris stealthily entered Phoebe's bedroom. She sighed when she saw her venerable sister. Phoebe was asleep, still clutching the rainbow crown. Iris reached out to touch Phoebe's rainbow wings, and just before she was about to pluck the feathers, she suddenly stopped.
Should I take the rainbow crown? No, I won't be tempted by worldly desires. I've taken the rainbow feathers.
Thank you, Iris. You're too naive, Iris. The one who sent the rainbow crown to you is none other than me.
You deceived me!
Poor Iris was helpless, being exploited by the Demon King, Dante, without any recourse. He soared high, using a feather from Phoebe, breaking through the rainbow barrier, and opening the way for the horde of evil demons to invade the kingdom of Dandelion. Without the protectors of the rainbow, no one could defeat the wicked demons.
It's all my fault.
The situation was now extremely dire. Due to neglecting her role as a rainbow guardian, Phoebe could no longer harness her own power. Now, the demons no longer feared her. They completely overwhelmed Phoebe.
It can't be!
Dante used the second rainbow feather to manipulate Phoebe's mind. A massive surge of dark energy completely engulfed Phoebe, making it impossible for her to break free. The worst had happened. Rainbow Guardian Phoebe was corrupted by the Demon King, Dante, betraying everything she had once protected. In the darkest moment, the little bird that Iris had saved long ago returned. Seeing the little bird, Iris felt a surge of motivation. She decided to correct her mistakes herself. Iris and the little bird faced Dante, 2 demons, and their twin sister Phoebe. The demons showed no fear of Iris, a powerless rainbow bearer. Mockingly, they allowed Phoebe to attack her sister. Phoebe showed no mercy at all. But this time, Iris was prepared.
Wake up, Phoebe! You are a good person! No! Please remember, Phoebe! You only took advantage of my kindness! Phoebe! You are a rainbow guardian! I will protect you and everyone else! No! 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 No!
Iris's words stirred something in Phoebe. However, Dante's dark magic was too strong to be dispelled. Phoebe couldn't bear these conflicting emotions any longer. She unleashed a powerful burst of energy toward Iris. A huge explosion occurred, enveloping everything in a thick haze, obscuring Phoebe's vision entirely. Suddenly, Iris tore through the dust cloud and embraced Phoebe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not helping you, for making you do everything. I was jealous and wanted to be like you, without realizing how exhausted you were. Help me! Someone help me! Come back to me, Phoebe.
Thanks to Iris, Phoebe regained her composure. The Demon King Dante could no longer manipulate her.
Iris, I'm sorry too.
Is it over yet?
No!
The cruel Dante set fire to the last rainbow feather. In doing so, he easily deprived Phoebe of her life. In her final moments, Phoebe used all her strength to touch Iris's tattered wings, transferring all her remaining power to Iris.
This is my gift to you, Iris.
Iris no longer needed the rainbow wings. All she wanted was to be by her twin sister's side.
No, I can't accept this. Thank you, Iris. Thanks to you, I've realized my flaws. Despite having boundless strength and the love of everyone, I should not have been complacent and lost myself in arrogance. In the absence of your protective embrace, I discovered how weak I truly was. It wasn't my lack of power, but my fragile heart. I couldn't face my own self. It's the end, Dante.
The Demon Lord Dante could never have anticipated this turn of events. His plan was supposed to be foolproof.
Don't pretend, you two!
Now, the two sisters, Iris and Phoebe, had each other, and the Demon King Dante was no match for them.
No!
Iris! Phoebe! We will always be together!
With their sisterly bond, the twin sisters Iris and Phoebe pushed back the horde of evil demons and restored the rainbow barrier of the Dandelion Kingdom. However, the power of the two sisters was not enough to prevent the dark fate awaiting Phoebe. Restoring the barrier had depleted her life force. Without her current abilities, Iris couldn't save her sister.
Iris, don't cry. I will always be with you.
Legend has it that after every rain, when you look up at the sky, you will see the rainbow goddess Iris waiting for her twin sister Phoebe to return. Upon a time.
Ah! No! No! What is it? Oh my! It's taking me away! It's okay. It can't see me. Ah! What kind of place is this? Where are you going, weirdo?
Subscribe to the WOA Fairy Tales channel.
Leave me alone! Sandy! Mom! It's Mom! Are you really here?
No, your mother is no longer here. Look there.
Huh? No! No! It can't be! Mom!
This is Sandy, a girl haunted by nightmares every night.
Sandy, why haven't you woken up yet? Do you know that?
I know! I know!
Sandy's nightmares originate from real life. Her mother passed away a long time ago, and our little girl couldn't reconcile with her father. Sandy's life at school wasn't any better. She was often teased by her friends. Gradually, Sandy became isolated, self-conscious, and doubtful of herself.
Where did you put your eyes and nose, you weirdo?
Sandy's life became burdened, both in reality and in her nightmares, and it seemed like it would continue forever if it weren't for that fateful day. a royal messenger came to Sandy's school to announce a royal dance competition. Having a natural talent for dancing, this was an opportunity for Sandy to break free from her insecurities. Unfortunately, Sandy was too timid to seize the opportunity.
Well, well, well! Look at what our weirdo's planning to do, everyone!
The girl allowed herself to be consumed by embarrassment and doubt, taking over her mind. That night, as usual, Sandy was bound to encounter a nightmare, but not this time.
Wake up, little girl, wake up!
Sandy had a strange dream she had never experienced before.
Where am I? And who are you? This is the dream world, and I am Baku, the dream eater. I have devoured all of your nightmares. Reality influences dreams, and people create their own dreams. That's why you often have nightmares. So I want to give you a gift.
The artifact that Sandy held was the Sandbag of Dreams. It granted people the ability to modify dreams according to their desires, with the only limitation being their imagination. Now, Sandy could create beautiful things in her dreams, in stark contrast to her daytime life filled with sadness.
Just throw a handful of sand, think about what you want, and all the worries will vanish.
She longed to stand on a stage, but her shyness held her back in the real world. However, in the dream world, Sandy transformed it exactly as she desired. She became a beautiful princess in the Kingdom of Swans, and she had to perform in the dance competition before the whole kingdom. In the audience, Sandy recognized familiar faces. Unlike in real life, they cheered enthusiastically for Sandy, giving her the confidence she had never felt during the day. As if fueled by newfound strength, Sandy performed graceful dance moves that had been hidden due to the shyness and self-doubt. It had been a long time since Sandy felt such happiness. She easily captivated everyone with her innate talent.
Wake up, Sandy! It's morning!
However, this was just a dream, and Sandy couldn't immerse herself in it forever.
It's the sandbag! The Baku was real!
Sandy couldn't help but be excited about tonight's dream. But her excitement was quickly overshadowed by fatigue from the moment she woke up. And Sandy felt even worse when...
What are you going to perform? A bookworm's dance?
Insecure from being teased by her friends, Sandy yearned for happiness in her fantasies. That night, she once again used the gift given by Baku.
Don't worry, tiredness is just a side effect. It will disappear quickly. But it always ends up the same. No matter how I dream, my friends in the real world are still the same.
But Sandy didn't know that Baku could pull others into her dreams. Sandy transformed herself into a warrior princess in the underwater kingdom. Her friends became loyal generals under her command, obeying her orders and no longer mocking her like in the real world. When the underwater kingdom was attacked, Sandy courageously led them to fight against the evil pirates.
Yeah.
Instead of being timid in reality, in the dream world, Sandy fought bravely and defeated the pirates, saving the other fishes in her friends' admiration. Receiving cheers for her heroic deeds, Sandy could freely converse with her friends without being teased. But of course, every dream had to come to an end. Sandy felt even more exhausted than the previous day, as if loneliness and despair engulfed her. There was something very strange. Sandy's friends no longer teased her, but because of the dream, they were afraid and reluctant to interact with her. Lost in thought, Sandy slowly made her way home, determined not to use the sandbag anymore.
But why are you coming home at this hour?
I'm tired. Sorry, Dad.
No excuses. Do you know that?
Why do you have to be like this, Dad? Why can't you just leave me alone? Mom never did that. You don't understand anything.
That night, once again, Sandy used the sandbag to forget the real-world pain. She became a beautiful princess in the Rainbow Kingdom. Sandy lived a prosperous life, surrounded by loyal subjects. She had everything she wanted and lacked nothing in this dream. But most importantly, in this dream, Sandy had a warm family. She had asked Baku to bring her father into the dream. And she even used the sandbag to create the presence of her deceased mother.
It's been so long since I had such a good meal. You're happy, aren't you, little girl?
Baku seemed to grow bigger and more peculiar. But Sandy didn't care about Baku's transformations because she was immersed in the happiness of the dream.
Sandy, my dear, what is this?
Father and daughter's love pulled Sandy's father out of Baku's control.
It has been told for a long time. I've heard it. That monster, it will devour dreams and even hope and happiness.
It gave me happiness, something you couldn't do. You control even my dreams. I don't want to see you anymore.
The sandbag and the monster, they heard Sandy's wish. The next day, Sandy woke up, not only tired, but also desperate and in pain. She went to school without noticing her father's absence.
Why is our house so dark now?
It turned out her father had been asleep since the previous night, and no matter how Sandy called, he remained in a deep slumber, as if forever lost. Sandy suddenly remembered Baku's strange behavior, and her words in the dream the day before. Perhaps this was the reason. Despite being exhausted, Sandy decided to use the sandbag to enter the dream one last time. One final time. She quickly found her father in the dream. Someone very familiar.
Why are you so strict? Sandy is just a child.
I have to be. I want her to toughen up. I love that little girl. I can't lose her, like you.
Dad.
Here you are, Sandy.
Sandy couldn't believe it. Her mother was actually the monster Baku. It lured Sandy into creating beautiful dreams, only to devour her hopes and happiness that she invested in those false dreams.
You're drowning in fake happiness. You didn't notice my changes. You have to pay.
Now that it had enough power, Baku would devour the souls of both Sandy and her father. Sandy instinctively used the sandbag to fight against Baku. But of course, nothing happened. Without the sandbag, Sandy was nothing.
Let him go!
Desperation filled Sandy's eyes as she watched her father grow weaker and weaker.
Sandy, I'm sorry.
Helplessness, despair, and love overwhelmed Sandy. Now, Sandy had no wish other than to save her father.
Let him go!
The surge of power from an unknown source helped Sandy rescue her father in an instant.
Reality influences dreams. People create their own dreams.
That's right. This is my dream, where I can do anything, where I can create my own dreams.
Sandy's willpower became extraordinarily strong. She transformed into a graceful swan princess, performing enchanting ballet moves to push back the monster. Hope and self-confidence surged within Sandy. She continued to transform into a mermaid and harnessed the power of the sea. Sandy's tsunami swept Baku away, pushing it back to where it belonged. And she transformed into a rainbow princess, delivering the final blow to Baku.
Sandy, my dear!
Sandy's father recovered after she defeated Baku. At this very moment, the true owner of the Sandbag of Dreams appeared. She was the goddess of dreams. Baku was a creation that got out of hand, stealing the Sandbag of Dreams to display its power and mischief.
Actually, didn't the little girl defeat the monster herself?
Sandy's father and daughter left the dream without knowing that Sandy's mother was, in fact, Baku. It was the goddess who transformed into Baku to help Sandy have confidence in herself. After the dream, Sandy's father understood his daughter better. Sandy also understood that instead of escaping into illusions, she had to face difficulties with courage.
That's my friend! I study with her! She's amazing!
And Sandy, she vowed to me that when she stood on the stage, she caught a glimpse of someone who resembled her late mother, smiling kindly at her.
What would it be like if one day you could explore your unique spirit animal's essence?
What? Have I become a crow fairy now?
Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to continue following the story. In a world filled with injustice, the fairy race, known as the fairies, was considered a noble and powerful class. In contrast, ordinary humans were considered the lowest class. Heidi's family was no exception. Her mother was seriously ill due to the oppression of the fairies, and her younger sister was overly playful and spoiled. Heidi had to work hard every day to support her family. Growing up, Heidi had a shy and reserved nature, making it challenging for her to share her emotions. She longed to become a fairy, to gain respect and rescue her family from poverty. Recently, rumors had surfaced in the city about a magical stone that could transform humans into fairies.
I must obtain that stone. But the high-ranking fairy named Levi owns it! Are you not afraid?
Heidi disregarded the danger and followed what she knew to the location where the stone was kept.
There it is! Why would someone guard such a valuable item so carelessly?
When Heidi touched the mystical stone, a miraculous event occurred.
Wonderful! I am now a fairy. But why a crow?
Because the crow symbolizes your determination, rebirth, and renewal, as well as your dedication. In truth, the crow is the spirit animal within your soul. My magic will help you reveal that.
So that's it.
Unfortunately, Heidi was caught by the stone's owner.
How dare you trespass on my property? You will have to make amends by becoming my bride.
What? Never!
Levi threatened to harm Heidi's family if she didn't comply. From then on, Heidi was forced to live with Levi in his grand cold castle. She managed to send a crow to deliver news to her family.
This is our betrothal! You are not allowed to remove it!
During the initial period, she despised him. Levi had guards patrolling the estate, making it impossible for Heidi to escape. Heidi tried various ways, but her efforts were in vain. Despite her resistance, Levi always treated her gently, as if she were a true princess, showering her with care. But that didn't mean she was lowering her guard. She loathed these fake fairies more than anyone. Since becoming a crow fairy, Heidi had undergone some unusual changes. Adapting had been difficult. One fine day, Heidi started to see Levi differently.
Oh no! A monster is approaching my old village!
Step back and let me handle it!
Heidi was deeply moved by Levi and shared her family's situation with him.
I've already taken care of your family. As long as you stay with me, there's no need to worry about anything.
Their time together became more peaceful. Heidi began to open her heart and explore the culture and history of the fairy race.
The fairy race believes in valuing individuals, believing in their own worth and unique talents. I think you also need to find your passion and interests.
For the first time, Heidi began to live for herself and do what she loved. Gradually, she developed feelings for him. She realized that he was different from the deceitful fairies outside. He loved all beings, including humans, and always stood up for them. He believed that the fairy race's excessive individualism had led them to mistreat those who were weaker.
I will change that.
But this decision led to Levi having many enemies outside. At a party he organized, disaster struck.
Is this Levi's wife? I heard she used to be a human. How pitiful.
The taunts and gossip made Heidi feel humiliated and hurt. She had to find a way to escape from there.
Stay right there.
Who are you?
I can't allow someone with human blood to enter this place. Get out!
Heidi had never endured such humiliation. She didn't belong in Levi's world. That night, Levi and Heidi had a serious conversation. Levi believed that Heidi was no longer safe here and decided to send her home immediately.
But what about those who are opposing you?
Don't worry about me. Reunite with your family. I hope you will be safe. I love you, Heidi.
The words kept choking inside her mouth. She couldn't respond that love. She didn't have the courage to overcome her shyness and insecurities. Love was something she considered extremely elusive. Someone like Heidi might never have it in her lifetime.
What a beautiful mansion. Levi really kept his promise.
However, despite the wealth, her family wasn't happy.
You're back, sis.
Heidi's younger sister Hallie regretted not helping her earlier and was remorseful for being careless. When she learned that her sister was taken, Hallie tried to find her, but couldn't enter the mansion.
I regret it so much, Heidi. If I could turn back time, I would tell you how much I love you.
This made Heidi realize that when you love someone, you must express it. Heidi decided to return to Levi to confess her feelings. But now, there was no one in his home.
The master has been captured by Cory! He asked me to give you this letter.
Cory and Levi were two fairies leading the Supreme Court. While Levi aimed to change the injustice, Cory wanted to torment or even exterminate humans.
Why do you have to fight for humans when humans can never love you?
To prove his point, Cory had cursed Levi. In 1 month, if Levi cannot make a girl with human blood say, "I love you," to him, he will lose all his power. From the beginning, everything had been part of Levi's plan. From spreading rumors about the magical stone to intentionally not guarding it. Levi transformed Heidi into a crow fairy to ensure her safety and be with her. As the deadline of 1 month approached, he returned Heidi home. He loved her deeply.
I'm sorry. If only I had been more courageous that night. Huh?
Heidi unleashed her crow power and rushed to find Levi. But it was too late. The 1 month deadline had passed. Levi was in excruciating pain, feeling his powers draining away.
Huh? You monster! Remove the curse on Levi now, or I will report you.
You're such a foolish girl. Watch this.
In the most tense moment, a magical spell appeared. It turned out that before Levi's mother passed away, she had transferred all her magic to this stone and gave it to him as a protective charm.
Heidi, you have proven your love. I can lift the curse on Levi, but you must solve a riddle. I can break, I can be attacked, I can be given, I can be kept, I can be crushed, yet I can be whole at the same time. What am I?
Heidi looked at Levi with affectionate eyes and immediately had her answer.
Love. It's love.
The pure love's light radiated everywhere, and Levi regained his strength. They both defeated Corey and brought justice. In the end, Heidi was finally able to say that she loved him sincerely. They lived happily together and used their powers to help humans.